Now, Sweden has beaten Germany by a minimum of 5 goals 10 different times at the World Juniors, but the last three have been settled by 2 or fewer goals. It's gotten closer and closer. In fact, last year, beat Germany just 1-0 in Halifax, the closest game yet. So maybe there is hope at another upset. They celebrated like they won a medal, and for good reason.
What's going on, everybody? John out here with you. Again, it's a little bit early, but at least for me on the United States side, it's at least 1:30 Eastern on this side. So let's get into it. It'll be Team Germany and Team Sweden. And the surprise was the last time Germany played, they went a 4-3 victory over Finland in the first game. And Finland is 0-2 so far in this tournament. So the forwards, I'm going to use them from the last game as far as the probables. And I believe that's going to be most of the case on this side. So let's just get into it here. I'll try to give you as accurate as possible. So Veit, Oswald, Luca, Hauf, and Eric Hordler, Julian, Lutz, Roman Kechter, and Moritz, Elias. It'll be Kevin Bicker, Julius Stuff, and Ralf Rollinger, Daniel Oswald, Vadim Schreiner, and Linus Brandl will be the flying four forwards here for Germany. And for defense, it sounds like this: Niklas Hubner, Samuel Schindler, Philipp Sinn, Jakob Weber, Norn Pinocha, and Michael Reich. Lua Niehus will be the extra for Germany on defense, and then starting in goal to Matthias Bittner for the Germans. And for Team Sweden, they're also 1-0 so far in the tournament, head coached by Magnus Havelid. On the other side, head coached by Thomas Arbistra. On that side, they're coming off a 6-0 victory over Latvia on Tuesday. So both teams 1-0 in this tournament. So the lines for Sweden sounds like this: Jonathan Leaker-Maki, Anton Wahlberg, and Noah Ostland. It'll be Liam Ogren, Philip Bysted. Philip Bysted's a returner from last year's World Juniors. Fabian Wagner, Otto Stenberg, Felix Unger-Sorm, and David Anstrom. Zeb Forstall, Ramos Runslot, and Isaac Bourne will be the fourth line. And then it'll be Elias Solmonson and Elias Pettersson, not that Elias Pettersson, the one on defense for Vancouver Canucks. They got both. Tom Wollander, Matthias Havelid, and then Anton Johansson and Axel Sandin Pelika out of the Red Wings. Theo Lindstein will be the extra defenseman. And I believe in goal today will be Melker Thielen. So this will be your starting probables for Team Germany and Team Sweden. And when we get back into it, we'll get started in the game.
Is right at your fingertips. Download Dave, and you can get up to $500 in 5 minutes or less, right through your phone. There's no interest, no fees, and no late fees. Because getting help shouldn't set you back. Switch to the banking app made for you, and you can get up to $500 in 5 minutes or less. Download the Dave app now, or go to dave.com today.
So as we're waiting for the game to start, I will throw this out there before we get into the play-by-play. So there's only 2 games today, and we have the light one in Germany and Sweden. Switzerland and the United States just finished up. And boy, oh boy, again, we'll be covering the United States tomorrow against Czechia. I'm really looking forward to that one at 11 a.m. as well. But the United States absolutely blew the doors off of Switzerland today. They won 11-3. So Will Smith, Jimmy Snuggerud, then with a natural hat trick. It's 4-1 at that point by the time Jimmy Snuggerud gets the hat. Weber made it a 3-1 game, but Snuggerud came back, got his hat, and then Bunham made it 5-1 after 1 for the United States. They continue to bring the pain train. They scored 4 more goals in the second. Gavin Brindley, Gabe Perreault, Brindley, and Howard made it 9-1 after 2. And then Christie and Schild got a couple goals for the Swiss, but it was Finley, Polkamp, the extra, and then Bunham again on that side. So 11-3. I should say Finley and Polkamp 11-3 at that point. Bunham got a holding penalty. 11-3 was the score. And it was absolute decimation on that side. So I hope the United States can get a win tomorrow against Czechia. Czechia in the last point of the tournament was the team that knocked out the United States. I think that was in the COVID pause tournament on that end. So that's a team definitely to watch for. Czechia doesn't want to drop a couple games already. They're going to want to try to even it up in their second game. The United States will play their third game off the back-to-back. So everybody gets 1. So that was the reset on that side. 40 shots on goal to 24. 40 shots on goal, 11 goals for the United States. And we will see what the second game brings for us. Hopefully Germany and Sweden. Hopefully this one's a little bit closer. That's all I can say. It's not really fun to call games like that, but sometimes in the tournament, I know if you follow the Hockey Guy on YouTube, if you don't, I hope that you do. Go ahead and give him a follow. Things like this in the World Juniors tend to happen because the amount of talent is not distributed evenly. But still, it's a lot of fun to watch. And for me, as I always say, it gives a great opportunity to be able to watch some of the teams going into the World Juniors and seeing who's going to be draft eligible. Again, you got tons of options here as far as the way to watch it. I'm doing it on NHL Network in the States, TSN across Canada, and you can do the double IIHF as far as the YouTube side. So we're underway here in Hothenburg, and this one will be Germany and Sweden. And the Germans have the yellow top just like the Swedish do, but they have black all around in between the flag of the red, yellow, and black. Sweden will be in the yellow jerseys with the blue pants. So this will be carried in by Sweden, and then off the backhand will be Elias Pettersson. Try to get this one up to his forwards as this bounces away from the Germans now. So again, for me, on the NHL Network feed, it's a little more blurry on the TV side than it would be on ESPN Plus. And ESPN Plus, when they did say select games, they meant select games. I think they're only carrying out 3 or 4 of those. I don't even know if they're going into the quarterfinals when we get into it next week. This will all be round robin play for the first week, and then we get in the quarterfinals, and that's one and done at that point. So it'll be Sweden now. Host country's got the puck. Turn it up right in front of the high slot. And this will have to get picked up near the left side boards as the Germans are trying to get around this with Bicker. Play this off the backhand. A big, heavy hit right in front of the referees. And end up dropping the stick. This is along the Swedish field. Escape of the puck. Likermaki has it off the backhand. Great move. Sets it up. High slot. Let's shoots off the post. Man, oh man, was that an excellent setup. Almost in between the dots. And it hit the high left bar. But we still continue. As this is played near the right side boards, this is along the Germans off the half spin. They'll go ahead and take a change. They're already there. And for Tobias Abstreiter's squad, nothing, with 18-15 left to go in the first, as this will be picked up off the forehand, and then Sweden is right there. They'll fire this one right into behind the cage. It's a good reverse hit, knocks down a couple players. Team Germany is going to look to break out. Here's a lofting pass, was a great idea. It's picked up right in the middle of the right side of the crease, knocked away. Germany is blowing a lot of tires back there as this is sent in off a long on-stretch pass. Will be flipped right. We'll try to get this one out as another huge hit for Sweden. So very physical game so far as this is near the left side boards. Trying to make a backhanded pass right in front of the goal mouth. Turnaround shot gets off the left pad of Bittner. Sent in. Enstrom now off the half spin, still with it, trying to buy some time for some reinforcements. Some forwards will fall back in and toward the crash and net strategy as this is near the right side boards again. Sweden, all sorts of puck possession. They can't hold it in. There'll be an opportunity for Axel Sandin Pelika and Elias Pettersson. Pettersson will get this one now. Pettersson off the touch. We'll leave it here for Otto Stenberg. Stenberg now goes offsides. So Germany has a shots on goal advantage of 1-0. 17 minutes in the first, and they mentioned a couple players in the TSN feed. That's what we got from NHL Network. Struggling on the bench, and I'm not surprised. There's been a couple of massive hits already in between these teams. No love loss on this side in the World Juniors. You just want to be able to medal. I think if you're Sweden on that end, and Elias Pettersson is really hurt near the left side of his leg. He's struggling at the bench right now. You can see the exasperation on his face. Puck is dropped though for a neutral zone face-off, and Germany has it. As they'll make an outstretched pass across the red line and fire it in. It'll be a look for Melker Thielen, who'll be the goaltender for Sweden today. As this is sent back in, Germany will pick it back up. Flip it around the inboards here for Samuel Schindler. As this will be an opportunity for the defense one more time, and Theo Lindstein. Lindstein send this back around for his forwards, and they'll gain the red line. A good reverse hit there for Germany. Try to pry this puck loose. They will gain some puck possession near the right side dot. High slot, great move by the defense. They will set this up, keep it in, and then turn it right over. It's a 1-on-2 right now. There's a late arriving joining the rush and a good glove save here for the German goaltender, Matthias Bittner. As Sweden now has 1-1 as far as shots on goal here. It's a scoreless game, and they're showing Team Germany celebrate in their previous win over Finland. Again, they mentioned it on the U.S. coverage before they flipped over to this game on TSA. And if Germany wins again, I think it could be considered a national holiday. And I think that was a very good comment by AJ Radic on that side, because I don't think they were expected to beat Finland. I don't think Finland was expected to go 0-2. They're in real danger. If they don't win their next game, they might not even get out of the round robin stage. I know there was some directors of European scouting that I mentioned in the previous game that we did of Finland and Canada, mentioning that the team wasn't as strong, but still it'd be nonetheless a gigantic surprise. Laker Maki off of a couple of contact hits, trying to pry this loose with the stick. He does to get this in the defense near the right side. Dot turn and shoot. This one will go out near the right side post. 15:30 left to go in the first. There is no tripping right in front of the referee, and that put a lot of Swedish fans up into their feet as he sent around a stick knocked into the air. One of the Swedish defensemen lost it off the drop pass. Good combination play. Let's be taken away by Anton Johansson, able to get his twig nonetheless. He tries to go ahead and make a pass to Axel Sandin Pelika. Flubs it. Here's up the forehand. Good save the other way for Melker Thielen as Germany has it. Picks it up off the backhand, but will set this one across. And the forwards trying to get things going here. As Schindler will put this one in deep. Play this off Kevin Bicker. Has this off his backhand. Get near the right side, dot, turn and fire. This one will get blocked away, but Germany's still keeping puck possession. They're playing really well right now, protecting this puck. This will be wine and fire in near the circles, and it'll be knocked away now for the Germans, for Julius Stumpf. He kept puck protect for a while. Here comes Sweden the other way. Here's a long chance by Stead. This one gets swallowed up. And now Sweden will look to start again. There'll be an opportunity here for Theo Lindstein. Fired in now for Sweden. And near the left side dot, put this around the inboards, up and on a plate. 14-12 left to go in this first period. They're looking at Julian Lutz for Team Germany on TSN side. And again, he was fired up. He was trying to get out of the box here, and they ended up scoring a goal. He's absolutely pumped up that his team was able to get a goal in the last game against Finland. He gives a high five to the scorekeeper in the penalty box. You don't see that very often. The 43rd overall pick by Arizona in 2022. They said it felt like the longest minute and a half of his life, no doubt about that. That's definitely for sure. Milken will put this around the inboards after playing it from behind his net. Again, still scoreless, 13:55 left to go in this first. Kind of feels like the same start in between Canada and Finland before Canada blew this one wide open. Put this around the inboards, and now Germany. Off the touch pass, give this one across the red ball. Beautifully left to right. Good stick lift for the Swedish as they will go ahead and play with the puck for a little bit. And near the left side, got up the turnaround. Bystead made a good outstretched pass, but this is picked off by the Germans. Near the right side down. Oswald gets taken away from the puck and flipped back down as we will look to start again. Norman Pinoka, third line defense out there for Tobias Abstreiter's squad. And this is a gigantic hit, and the hand is in the air. There's going to be some boarding, and Johansson, everybody else getting tied up on the German side. That looked like some contact to the head. That was definitely going to have to be called, and Germany should be going to the power play here. There's been some gigantic hits being delivered by Sweden in this game. And we'll see what ends up coming of this. Looked like Hordler, yes, Eric Hordler got absolutely massacred near the left side boards and off the push, and we went right to break. We'll sort everything out when we come back.
Listen, Suze, HelloFresh makes eating better exciting. Smells good, because it is good. However, in the fridge, a long time.
What's your roast? Slosh. I don't love slosh. It also is designed to perform like a
Your blood, yet still having custody for stage 5. I do think that it could change the way people view inherited business. 3, 2, 1.
So not a bad start in this game so far, but we might have a penalty already showing up here on this side. I think Germany is going to be going to the power play. As far as our critical question of the day, I said Sweden is the host country of the tourney. Do you think they medal? Only a couple votes right now and it's split. I think Sweden's going to at least find a way to get a bronze here. They're good enough to do it, but Germany could be one of the darlings of the tournament alongside Slovakia at this point. Slovakia looks like a major danger. And I'm not going to be able to catch that game on the, I believe, Sunday morning side at 6 a.m. But that's probably going to be the biggest one for the United States so far. So Germany able to get the power play of Sweden. They could have got a 5-minute, but it's 2 for boarding. And Forstall's going to have to win a defensive zone draw. He can't do it. So the Germans have puck possession near the right side dot. Pick this up a couple times now, and this will be Lindstein, the extra defenseman. He's out there a lot now. You could dress an extra forward defenseman here. On the tournament side, huge rebound, and this will be swallowed up a couple gigantic saves for Melker Thielen in net. Again, he's going to have to kill this here. 1:41 left in this power play side for Germany, and they played the bumper pretty beautifully there and took a wrister near the left side dot, and there was a big rebound that was swallowed up on that side, and it was canceled off nicely here for Finland. So we'll see. They'll rotate the goalies. Hugo Havelid got the last. Thielen got this one. Sweden's going to have another game tomorrow. I believe this one is going to be against Canada on that side. So after we get the game against Czechia, it'll be Canada and Sweden. I'll be watching that one tomorrow. I'll be typing the story for the United States on the Friday side at 11 a.m. But we got the late game here between Germany and Sweden. Here's a shorthanded opportunity off a long shot. This one is saved by Bittner off the rush. And now Germany gets a chance to get started. And between the backhanded pass, knocked away a couple players. Bicker got hit from the puck as it gets cleared all the way down by the Swedish. Have to start again. Here's the defensive for Jakob Weber. So Weber and Philipp Sinn, I think, will probably be on the start of the power play. It'll be 50 seconds left to go in the man advantage. 5 shots now to 4 in favor of Sweden, but we're goalless as this is picked up off the backhand. And Germany gets a chance to start again, but they did not stay on sides. It had a forward that was just a step in front. Their goaltender and their coach here, I should say, and Tobias Abstreiter was not very happy about the careless offsides. They might actually have too many men on that side. So too many men on the ice, and that's going to negate the 37-second power play. So the 4-on-4 for 37 seconds. Sinn was waiting to get in off the bench, and he jumped too early. And then as soon as he noticed, he jumped back on. But that's not what you want on that side. So it's going to be a 4-on-4 for 37 seconds, and then Sweden will go to the power play. With 11:51, they're going to figure out who's going to serve this one. So at 8:09 marker, but 11:51 left to go on the first. Too many men on the ice. So 4-on-4 for 37 seconds, and then Sweden will be on the power play. So offensive zone draw. So they got about 12,000 people in the Gothenburg Arena here on this side. There's a long wrister. Almost went off the left side of the post. So crowd should really be into this one. I know the Canadians definitely travel, but this is the host country, so this will be packed with a bunch of Swedish fans. And they're going to be waiting to see whether or not their team is going to score first in this one. Again, this has been a pretty even contest so far. That's what I try to do on this side, is pick up matchups that I think will be interesting to watch. Same thing in the NHL, NBA, MLB, all that stuff will be covered in college affiliates. So I'm trying to find games that won't get too much of a blowout on this side, but I'm expecting Sweden to take control. But the way Germany was able to get that previous win over Finland, that was just a really good play. Here's a chance for a breakaway opportunity, and this is saved, and this is stopped here for Bittner. Off with the rush that was Otto Stenberg off the break as Germany tries to find this in between their skates. And this will be picked up here for Sweden. Here's a good left. Stenberg again out of an opportunity off a fluttering pass to the left side off the 1T. Stenberg collects centered on the front, and this one is stopped by a down and out Bittner as we get some pushing and shoving. Germany 4 for 4 in the penalty kill, but they can thank their netminder there. A gigantic save. He was flopping near the right side post. They're showing the first break here for Stenberg. This was near the low right post and just got a piece of the right pad. And off the turnaround, Stenberg recollects, diving, making a save with the glove hand. He was all the way near the left post. Desperation slide over to Rob Oswald. Gorgeous goaltending there for Bittner. And we play on. 11:06 left to go in the first. Again, it made so much more help after the first game was played on live sport. Be able to show the previous projected lines and have that out in front of me to give way more name calls. You knew it was going to be a lot easier after day one. So hopefully it can have the same type of flow because I'm already kind of feeling a lot better being able to see some of these names, but look at that from time to time. So Ligermaki off the drop pass. Be able to set this up for his defensive now, Pedersen. Sandy Pelika now on their power play line, which is good to see. Get a chance to watch the Red Wings product as he's in the high slot, trying to find a pass near the right dot stop by Bittner again. It bit one of the Swedish defenders as this is knocked away. Bounced up in the air. Axel Sandin Pelika has it now. And I'll put this one near the right side dot. Again, you should be running 4 forwards and 1 defenseman here usually on these power plays, and that's what they're doing now. So this will be dropped. Be an opportunity for Oswald near the right side dot near the wall. As this is trying to get here for Havelid, and this will be knocked away. And Sweden has to go ahead and pick this one up. Germany trying to go 5 for 5 in the tournament so far on the kill. As we're at the halfway marker and a goalless first. This is sent in. Ligermaki now. Pick this up off the backhand near the left side wall. Here's a drop. Still trying to work their way old one as this one gets taken away for Bittner. But Sweden still has it, trying to play him behind the cage now on Bittner, who's been excellent in this first. Off the backhand. Now on the high slot. Spin and turn here for Sweden as the defense will press up and the forward left to play back here. And the high slot. This is in between a couple of players here for Germany trying to keep this alive off the backhand. Again, the power play has expired, but Sweden's playing with this puck quite well. Near the left side dot, trying to drive wide. Now has it in behind the cage. Sweden still with this thing. Germany in a little bit of a passive box. It's near the right side red line. Can't find any way to break in between the defense. They're all kind of collapsing in front of the cage. And it falls to Bittner. We'll hold on. 10 shots on goal to 4. 9:09 as we get a commercial break and an ice break. Bittner has kept this scoreless.
Because every kid deserves a chance to play, love, and excel. Visit USAHockey.com to learn more about the great youth hockey opportunities available for your child. Because dreaming big is one thing, and the right start is everything.
My first was 57,000. After my car accident, I was stuck at home and eating habits caught up with me, and the weight was climbing. I'd seen it on TV and I was curious. I really liked that the goal program didn't make you dependent on a pill, a shot, or a poison meal program for the rest of your life. It was easy and inexpensive. It's just not complicated to follow.
Historic win yesterday for Germany, but it came at a cost. He was injured, not able to return to tournament, so they want his presence, they have his jersey, but Germany activated Paul Meyer, that means that he cannot return at any point in the tournament. Back in the point, shoot that was right on the other side, bounces there. Move over.
Sweden, as this one just gets knocked away on this side. So as this is an opportunity, this one get picked up here for Sweden in their own end. They showed Niehus on that side. He got injured in the last game against Finland. They've hung up his jersey. They've already activated someone else to throw in there on this side. So he's not going to be able to return on that end. So we'll see what happens for Germany as far as their depth. It looks like on the NHL Network, they've blown up as far as the scoreboard here, so it's cut off part of the screen at the top. So hopefully they don't try to do that anymore, as they'll get everything recollected here. Again, I'm watching this in NHL Network in the States, Only way to watch this game right now, nothing on ESPN Plus here. As this is picked up here, about 8:40 left to go, and this first shots on goal are 10-4. As Sweden has the puck possession, will be an opportunity here for Sinn Pellikka. We'll put this around the inboards now, and Sweden keeps us alive in the high slot. A good active stick, and we'll take this one away for Eric Hordler on the first line side. Is try to recollect this now near the right side dot. This will be a bouncing puck and a good knock away with the stick for Schindler. We'll put this one in. Again, they're really messing up the scoreboard here. It's losing the top right of the screen and going all the way up. So I can no longer even tell you how much time is left on this side, unfortunately. Hopefully they'll figure this one out. As there they go. 10-4 now on the shot board. 7:55 left to go in the first as they've got that all situated. Whoever's running the TV side, Havelid will turn and spin. They'll try to go ahead and make a pass near the left side dot that gets recollected off the outside of the cage. As this is picked up by Sweden now. They're really carrying this puck possession and toward the back half of this first period, but at 7:35 left, we're still scoreless right now near the left side boards. As this is sent back around, they seem to have lost the announcers as well, but I'm still here. This will be fired here for Pettersson and sent all the way back and across the red line. About 7:20 left to go in the first. As this is Solomonson. So to Elias, number 3 and number 2 on the first line here for Magnus Havelid's squad. As it's fired in near the left side red line, trying to finish a check on that end for Sweden. As this just gets taken away from Julius. Germany will see this one get fired all the way down the ice, and Sweden will try to take this one right to left. It'll be Peterson. Pick this one up now. And near the left side red line and fire it in. I think the Stenberg line is out there with little Bystead. Bystead will make a back pass. We'll get swallowed up near the left side red line now. As players will come together here, Germany able to find the puck possession and find a way to place it. They're having a really hard time with the score bug here. But about 6:35 left to go in the first as we get a inadvertent whistle. Again, the play was still going on for a couple seconds before they realized to finally cancel this thing. So a lot of issues going on right now, but I will try to stick with it in the broadcast. Again, it's not on my side, thankfully, so I'm happy with that. Shots on goal are 10-4. 6:33 left to go in the first. John under with you. We're watching the host country Sweden take on Germany in their second game of Group A. Again, both teams are 1-0 so far in this tournament, so somebody's going to have to lose at this point. You would think the host country has the advantage here, but Germany with that win over Sweden, can they ride it to another emotional win over Sweden on this side after beating Finland? Because, man, if they do, Germany could be a darling of the tournament alongside the Slovaks. As this is played for Bittner and behind the cage. Germany's got it. They want to go left to right for the rest of this first, as this is picked up near the left side dot. Germany now will have to get back in their own end and recollect this here, as that'll be an opportunity for a couple of the extras. I think they have this puck now that I didn't throw in. As this is sent in, I'll try to get that correction again in the second period for number 28. As this is picked off now, as this is knocked away from Elias. So Wielander will turn and spin. And Wheeler-Maki will also change as well. So the forwards will get all situated. They got their new group out there. And Sweden will try to go right to left. Again, we get an offside off a long outstretched pass. 5:44 left to go in the first here. We're going to get an ice break, and I will be right back.
All wrong players. Prepare the same way for the long haul. It's only visual stats to be able to say, I got to figure it out. And it starts to challenge you, like, okay, you've done this. Now let's challenge you to position. So just training your mind, training your body, training your spirit to be as ready as you can. So be your strongest.
Tip off this basketball season and win up to 25 times your cash with easy-to-play basketball on PrizePicks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Visit PrizePicks.com/TV or first deposit match up to $100.
That's been talked about and talked about and talked about. The Swedes since 08 are 61-4 in the equivalent round. But it falls apart for them.
So here's a stat for you in the prelim rounds. They're 61-4, but when it gets to the rest of the rounds for Sweden, they have a tough time charting the medal. And that's been talked about a lot. Will it finally change? We're in the host country and you're at home. Maybe you feel a bit more pressure. Maybe it puts the fire underneath you to allow Sweden to push through. But that's definitely going to be a talking point that continues. Thank you for TSN for that. 5:25 left to go, and the scoreless first. The shots on goal are 10-4. And Sweden's had a lot of puck possession, but Germany looked good on their power play. That's kind of the story of the game so far for me. Bittner's been excellent in that 54-game win streak in the prelim round ended in 2021 over several World Juniors. So they've been really good in this first round. Here's turnaround fire, and it was a stick save for Bittner on the left side of the crease as Germany has it now. And this will be sent in. Again, I think he's been excellent here. So if you want to talk about a good reason for me, and this is his first start because he had Philipp Dietl on the other side, number 29, but Matthias Bittner, number 1, getting the start today. And man, oh man, does he look good as they wiped out Oswald on that side. No Cole, he took a gigantic hit. Wahlberg able to fire that previous one, number 22, but it was stopped by Bittner. As we're just underneath him, 5 minutes left to go in this first. It'll be an offensive zone draw. This is recollected across the blue line here. And we'll get this across here for Pedersen. So Salomonson and Pedersen, the first line will be out there right now for Havelid's squad. As this is kind of bunched up near the left side red line, near the trapezoid line. Will be picked up now. Turn off for Bystad. And this is saved for Bittner one more time. Under Sorum let that one fly. 4:39 left to go in this first. Be some full cell changes again for the German squad. A couple penalties on both sides. One careless here for the Germans for too many men, but they're able to kill it off. They're 5 for 5 so far. They took 4 penalties in the first game against Finland, but they were able to get a 4-3 victory. Right now, we don't have a goal just yet. Tage Thompson for the Buffalo Sabres is signed with a non-roster list for personal reasons. He's got 19 points in 29 games. That's not good for the Buffalo Sabres. They're already having a miserable season. As the stump line is out right now for Germany. This is turned over near the left side red line. Sweden got puck possession again. This will be Pedersen and Havelid. This will be fired up, picked up by Pedersen, but just after it crosses the blue line. And they'll have to go ahead and start again. So this will be played in near the boards. Good steal. Sweden's got it right near the circle. Scores! 4:12 left to go in the first. And Sweden draws first blood. It was stolen near the right side boards in the offensive end. It's a bad giveaway to have on that side. And Sweden finishes it off. We'll have to see who it is. It might be Stenberg's goal right in off the steal. So this is just near the right side boards. Giving back the defense off the clear. Stenberg able to be the recipient of the pass. And he gets it in between the circles from Enstrom. So Enstrom primary assist. Stenberg rifle, top of the bar. Bar down and in for the boys. And Sweden takes the lead. That's a beautiful shot. Perfect chance. No opportunity for Bittner to make the save. And Sweden draws first blood. So third line gets the first goal of the game. And at the 4:12 marker, Sweden is out in front. And they should be at this point. The shots on goal are 13-4. But that really was an unstoppable shot there for Bittner. But again, for Germany, I think it's very important that they keep this right where it is right now. So Edstrom will get the primary assist, as we said, from Stenberg. And now Germany will recollect. I don't think anybody's going to blame Germany if they drop this game and go 1-1 so far in the prelims, as this is sent in. Stopped by Bittner. Again, all these games count. You have the pre-tournament games for a couple. You get a couple exhibitions, and then this first week and this Monday and this Tuesday through Sunday, because it's Boxing Day in Canada, will be the first round, and then we go right into the quarterfinals. Everybody going to play each other once in their group. Whoever comes out of it, or the top two, go to the quarterfinals. Again, if you're in the top of your group, you get the easier matchup as far as the point differential on the other side. So it's very important. Try to get as much as you can. Stenberg was the 25th overall pick by St. Louis in last year's draft. So Schindler Turns it over now. Beasthead. This is near the dot. Good save, Bittner, rebound. Oh, this is behind him. But the Germans find it. This goes to Sweden, though. This is fired at the net now near the red line side. And Germany all of a sudden submerged in their own end. Good reverse hit. Able to stay on the feet, however. Germany trying to get this one off the backhand. This is going to work out. Now in the offensive zone, this will be the net gets dislodged. So this is going to blow the play dead nonetheless. Somebody's going to get some housekeeping over there. Lutz was stuck in his own end off the backhand, Julian Lutz, and then he gets a combo play from his defense. This goes near Thielen, near the left side of his pads, and a diving player into the net just dislodges it away for Germany. So it cancels off the outlet chance, and Linder on the other side, man, oh man, another good stop for Bittner. And he has been excellent in this first period. Every single reason why there's only been one goal scored. He has been all over it. His movement has been exceptional. Again, 15-6 on the shot board. He's already made 15 saves in this first. He's more on pace for 45. And we're not even through the first. It's still 3-13. So neutral zone draw. This one can't be won. And Sweden will get an opportunity to get some puck possession as they want to go right to left. They already got one for Stenberg here from Enstrom. That's the only goal in points. Long shot, big rebound, but Germany able to swallow it up, kind of looking like the Vegas Golden Knights. They're collapsing and getting this one out of harm's way quickly. 2:50 left to go in this first. It's 16-5 on shots on goal here. Sweden really is taking control of the back half of this first period in the final 10 minutes. And that's kind of where we see the shots on goal balloon, and then we get the first goal. So Germany needs to find a press, as this is near the left side red line now. This is Johansson off the pinch. Oswald gets hooked, but this is no call. But Sweden does have the puck position on the left side dot. Well, under now for under Sorum. We'll go ahead and play this one as this is picked up here for Sweden. Near the left side looking for a sharp angle chance. Goes off the outside of the cage. And we get a whistle. 2-12. I think the side of the helmet came off for Bittner. And we'll have to look to start this one again. Anytime the helmet comes off, it's an automatic below the play dead. Wahlberg driving from a wide angle near the left side dot. He fired, and it hit the goaltender right in the head and dislodged the back of the straps. So this will blow the play dead, and we'll start it again in the offensive end. So 2-6-1 goals against this season for Pingate in the German 2 league. But again, his numbers look better than that right now from what I'm watching. So Vladislav Gavrikov for the LA Kings is going to be acted off LTIR. That's pretty good on that side for the LA Kings. Already been excellent. Here's a backhanded chance. And this one's brushed away for Thelman. So he finally gets a chance to touch the puck for a second as Germany was walking near the right side dot. See what they can do is they'll pay this one back to D. It'll get deflected, but the Germans will be there. Again, it's a 3-on-1. They're in their own end right now. Get a chance to get their forward situated as they're in Gothenburg right now. This is day 3 of the WJCs. Both these teams are 1-0. I don't expect that to continue because somebody's got to lose at this point. Not trying to make the smart comment in the world, but again, I wouldn't expect Germany to go 2-0 so far. It would be an absolute shocker, but still, they play decent. Olin now has to get through a stick lift. There was no Swedish enforcements there. They're all taking a change for Havelid's squad. 1:15 left to go in the first. Again, shots on goal are 17-6. John Ott, I'm your play-by-play from the U.S. feed of NHL Network. They're carrying TSN, so that's where I'm watching. Beasthead off the drop pass for Olin. Olin now turn, fire, and shoot, and this one will get saved here for Bittner, who continues to add to his excellent first period. But it's 1-0 Sweden with 1 minute left to go. So it'll be an opportunity here to watch in the second period when there will be some changes because there needs to be for Germany on this side. There's going to be a push because they're getting submerged here for the shots on goal for Sweden on this side. But again, for Germany, if they can get out of this in this minute, this first period, they can tell themselves we're only down 1 and our goaltender's been fantastic. See how much they can ride this. So a defensive zone face-off win for Arbister's squad. I almost turned this over near the right side of the goal mouth, but Germany has it. They'll look for a pass from 100 feet And across the red line now could have been called for a little bit of a high stick, but this will be Sweden with the puck as they'll drive. Severe angle near the left side for Likermaki. And this is taken away. But this is picked off here for Sweden. Has a chance from the left side down. It's a 6 save for Bittner. 25 seconds left to go in the first as it stays in play in Sweden. Trying to ride the wall and keep the puck possession again. Maybe an odd man rush, a hopeful pass at that. But it'll be the defense. Go ahead and pick this one up for Anton Johansson. Third line's out there right now. He makes a great play to be able to get it out. One more time for Sweden near the left side. Dot turn and fire as it's stopped by Bittner. Down to 3 seconds. That is going to end the first period. Sweden for Stenberg gets the first goal of the game, and that's where we are after one. When we come back, we'll call the second period. Stay tuned.
A better banking app is right at your fingertips. Download Dave, and you could get up to $500 in 5 minutes or less, right through your phone. There's
Stenberg.
no credit checks, and no late fees. Because getting help shouldn't set you back.
From
The
Edstrom.
banking app made for you, and you could get up to $500 in 5 minutes or less. Download the Dave app now, or go to dave.com today. You already at home.
They just have those amazing recipes delivered right to your door.
HelloFresh.com to find this offer.
Shopping online comes with digital threats. So turn on NordVPN. See your clear phishing websites and encrypt your online traffic. Get the deal now. On 5, 3, 2, let's get it.
Yeah, it's $600 off Peloton purchases at OnePeloton.com to the button.
Guys, got hair loss? I know what you're thinking. Should I shave my head? Comb it over? Wear a hat? Just stop. This is 1970. Keep your hair and your confidence because Bosley, America's #1 hair restoration experts, can give you your real hair back permanently. Check them out because they're giving away an absolutely free information kit and a free gift card to everyone who scans this QR code. Dude, you don't have to look like your dad because this isn't your dad's hair loss treatment. People all over the country trust Bosley because they're ahead of the curve. They use the latest technology to give you your real hair back. And the best part, Bosley's permanent solutions protected by the Bosley guarantee. Let them show you for free how awesome your hair could look with an absolutely free information kit and a gift card for $250 off.
So just typing up a couple notes here, and then we will give you your reset as far as this game. Just 2 games in the WJCs today for day 3. Again, we had 11 a.m. start in between the Swiss and the United States and Sweden and Germany. That's our featured game today. I will be covering the United States tomorrow, again, 11 a.m. against Czechia. So a chance to look at first, for me, as far as the United States, get a chance to get a little bit excited, but I wanted to make sure they had a decent matchup to look at. So just in case we get another lopsided scoreline, but I wouldn't expect that against a team like Czechia.
Is all the action before the action.
Kind of shaking things up a little bit.
NHL now.
Not to get your look on all of you.
Free info covering everything. Players talking to players. NHL now on NHL Network. Nightly highlights, live games, and insightful analysis. This is NHL Network.
Your first intermission on TSN 18-6, the shot to 1-0 the Swedish lead. Let's hear from Arizona's second rounder, Germany, Julian Lutz with Kansas.
Well, Julian, I'm sure your team is still soaking in the win yesterday against Finland. How did that success really help you prepare for this game here today against Sweden?
I think it definitely gave us confidence, but it's a whole different game today. We had to reset, be ready for the first minute. I think we did a good job of playing defense, got a goal, but I think we can play more offense. and make more damage, of course.
What is it about your group right now when you look at the chemistry that's bringing this success?
Oh, it's an awesome group. We have so much fun together. We know we have to work hard always, but we don't forget the fun. And we have a really, really good group of guys.
Your goaltender Bicker here tonight, he's playing so well. Just from your perspective, how important of a piece is he for your team?
Oh, I think we have 3 goals that can step up big time. It doesn't matter who's in there, and they're going to help us every time, and we try to support them as much as possible. And big thanks to them.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Terrific interview from Julian, Cheryl Pounder, and Bob McKenzie. Well, the Canadians know all about Otto Stenberg, the St. Louis first rounder, and the lone goal scorer in that period. In the World U18s last year, the semis against Canada.
All right, so let me just give you the reset for those that are joining in on the YouTube side. Again, you don't have to listen to me. You can follow along NHL Network in the States, although it's carrying the TSN feed, TSN in Canada on that side, or double IIHF on the YouTube end. But as far as first period reset, again, through the first break, I would say the 9-minute marker on, it's been some really good puck possession for Sweden. And that's when they really started ballooning some of their shot totals. But Germany looked good on the power play side of it. That's where they got their chances. In the back half of that game in the first period, it looked like Sweden was making great work of the puck possession. And Germany, to my takes, might have been a little bit too happy to kind of play passive on their forecheck and try to block the shots in front of the net. They're trying to ride Matthias Bittner as much as they can. It's understandable. He looked really, really good. But they need to be able to get out there, try to get some puck chops, anything else they can do, hits, try to dislodge that puck and kind of cancel out the play because they're using the bumper, they're using the wall pretty good here on this side, and they're keeping the puck away from Germany. And I don't know if Bittner is going to be able to hold. That's just me, but in the first period, that's what I'm seeing right now. But he's been excellent. Again, the shots on goal after one are 18-6 in favor of Sweden. The faceoffs are 13-7. It's been physical. And the only other marker of note was the boarding call of Johansson. Could have been a 5, but it was deemed a minor, so they weren't able to kick anybody out on that side. And we will see if anything changes in the second. For me, I think a little bit does have to change for Germany on that side. They've got to find a way just to be able to get a little bit more puck possession, kind of get some sticks in the air, figure things out, poke it away enough, stop Sweden with just a little bit of this puck possession. They continue to care a little too much. I don't think Bittner holds, but that's where I'm at right now. It's a 1-0 lead for Sweden. Otto Stenberg's got the goal from David Enstrom, the primary assist. Those are the only points. Again, we're getting the TSN feed on NHL Network, and they're showing Team Canada celebrating and having a little bit of fun off ice. And they will be in action tomorrow. Again, we had just one game today, other than this one, and it was the United States getting a gigantic victory. They scored 5 goals in the first period, and they rode that to an 11-3 win over the Swiss.
Never be afraid of your strength, because your body is capable of amazing things. The one that said you shouldn't have, the one driven by a power they can't see. Own your strength and see how far you can take it.
So as we're in the middle of the intermission, I just want to look at one thing. So tomorrow, it's going to be a full slate of games in the double IIHF. It'll be Norway and Slovakia kicking things off at 6 a.m. Eastern for me on this side. I'm not going to be up for that one, but I will be up for the 11 a.m. game. Latvia and Finland will be at 8:30. Finland really needs a win. Latvia hasn't won yet. Norway, I think, will be going 0-2 on this side against the Slovaks. Slovaks will be going 3-0 probably against Norway. But we'll have the Czechia-USA game tomorrow at 11 a.m. And the last game of the day might be the biggest one. We already covered Canada. I want to cover the United States at least once. Canada and Sweden. It'll be a back-to-back for Sweden. Host country's going to play the Canadians. That'll be at 1:30 Eastern. That'll be a game they'll be watching as I'm typing up the game against Czechia and the United States. And then Saturday will be Germany and Latvia at 1:30. Closing that one out. I went too far ahead, so it'll be Sweden, Switzerland, and Norway, Germany, and Latvia. 2 games on the Saturday side. And then Sunday will be the full slate again. USA, Slovakia, 6 a.m. Sweden, Finland, 8:30. Czech Republic, Switzerland, 11 a.m. And Canada, Germany at 1:30. So again, tomorrow, if you want to watch the stuff in the WJCs in your home on that side for Friday, especially in the morning side of the States, you don't want to miss the game that we're covering between Czechia and the United States, and then you got Canada and Sweden. You got 2 gigantic ones on Friday. On the Saturday side, admittedly, it's soft watching between Switzerland and Norway and Germany and Latvia. But Sunday, if you're open, pretty much as soon as the birds start chirping, and between USA, Slovakia, that's at 6 a.m. And that's probably the biggest one at that point. And by the time 1:30 hits, and that's the last game between Canada and Germany a few hours later on that side, it'll be done, and we'll get to the round-robin games on Monday. So Friday's probably the latest big slate of games. We got 2 gigantic ones between Czechia and USA, which I'll be covering, and then Canada and Sweden. So we'll see, because if U.S. wins again on this side, you would figure if they wish to win 3 out of 4 and they take out Czechia, maybe they lose to Slovakia, who knows, but they'll probably be moving on to the quarterfinal side. Then we will cover that on that side, and then hopefully they can find a way to medal. Again, they want to do much better than bronze. I want to see the United States maybe get a silver, maybe get a gold. Again, they're expected to be one of the better teams in this tournament. Canada doesn't have guys like Connor Bedard. They only had 1 returner on that side, but still. You got Macklin Celebrini, you have Matthew Poitras, and a few other pieces there. So it could be USA, Canada. I think Sweden's shown themselves quite well, but Slovakia, that's been the danger of the tournament right now. You cannot overlook them the way that they're playing. They might be a dark horse to win this whole damn thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're also gave us something to play for. So, yeah, are you a Nick Fleury fan?
I'm still waiting for it.
You are the guys fired up for that?
Yeah, it's a little wager there. I think the guys wanted it. Just get the guys going.
Being a little uncomfortable with the amount of free advertising McDonald's is getting on this program. Bob McKenzie, our McFlurry expert, informed me they come in small and regular size. But Macklin Celebrini probably deserved extra large after 17-year-old came up with 5 points in just his second World Junior game ever. And now looking forward, a chance to get even for a couple of rough Canadian games in the World U18s against Sweden last year. Mark Masters has more.
Sweden blew out an undermanned Canadian team twice at the Under-18 World Championship earlier this year. 8-0 in the group stage and 7-2 in the semi-final. Nearly half that Swedish team is back.
I'm in the middle of the intermission here. Sweden's got a 1-0 lead over Germany. If you're just joining in. It's a TSN feed on NHL Network, so we're doing a lot of Canadian coverage. It's Otto Stenberg from David Enstrom. And that's your goal reset. A lot of shots on goal here. 18-6 in favor of Sweden. Faceoffs 13-7. And again, a boarding call for Johansson was into 2, not a 5, so he was not kicked out. That's kind of the only reset that I can give you, though, on that side if you're joining, because Bittner, the goaltender for Germany, he was standing on his head in that first period. And if Germany doesn't find a way to get some more puck possession here, I don't know if Bittner's going to be able to hold, but we'll see if that continues. I'll pull back up my lines on this side for Germany and for Sweden. On that side, the little prep work beforehand from livesport.com. Probables definitely helped out here, so they'll give a lot more name calls in comparison to day one. Again, tomorrow will be our coverage of the United States and Czechia. That'll be 11 a.m. Eastern. Again, if you want to be able to follow along on this game, you can do so NHL Network in the States, TSN in Canada, or the IIHF on the YouTube side. Be able to carry any of that stuff out there for you. You don't have to listen to me. they'll be able to stream the game, I believe, but I think it might be maybe 30 seconds, a minute behind. Still waiting for the intermission here, so I'm going to hang out with you a little bit before we get into the second period. Any questions or anything that comes in on the YouTube side, I'll definitely answer those if we get any.
A better banking app is right at your fingertips. Download Dave, and you could get up to $500 in 5 minutes or less, right through your phone. There's no interest, no credit checks, and no late fees. Because getting back doesn't get you back. Switch to the banking app made for you, and you could get up to $500 in 5 minutes or less. Download the Dave app now, or go to dave.com today.
Is HelloFresh worth the price? Absolutely.
It's cheaper than takeout, and they deliver pre-portioned ingredients right to my door, so I can skip the trip and start cooking whenever it fits my schedule.
Go to HelloFresh.com to claim this offer.
My dad's name was David. He always talked about getting life insurance, and now it's just too late.
No one was expecting my husband Dave to suffer from a heart attack. We didn't have life insurance. We thought we had more time.
Don't be Dave, and don't wait until it's too late to get the life insurance coverage you need. And if you don't have enough insurance to cover funeral costs, credit card debt, and other expenses, your family is going to get stuck with the bill. Call now to get affordable life insurance.
Just call 800-310-2104.
If you're over 50, you can't be turned down for this insurance, regardless of your health. Plus, there's no medical exam, no health questions. Your rate will never go up. Your coverage will never go down. And rates start as low as $5 a week. Remember, don't be Dave. Call now.
Call now. 800-310-2104.
Watch all the action on NHL Tonight. Welcome to the excitement of NHL Tonight. Live bookings, game updates, and breaking news. You go to watch everything NHL Tonight on NHL Network. Patrick Gothenburg, Olive Stanberg finally broke things open late in the first period. His first goal of the tournament. Gave the Swedes a 1-0 lead. He had 12 straight shots at one point, 18-6 overall. We're going back here with Mike Johnson, and Philipp Dietl was the story yesterday for Germany that upset them over Finland. Now Matthias Bittner playing pretty well.
So players are going to start to get warm here as we're going to get settled for the second period of action. I'm your play-by-play man, John Under with you. I'm happy to be covering the World Juniors. This will be the third time I get a chance to do this here over the last couple of games. It was pretty quick from the COVID pause in the first, and you get a winner, and you go back into the initial winner's side of where this is going to be before we get into the new year. So it's a heck of a lot of fun to watch some of these prospects, and we'll see what happens here for the NHL 2024 entry draft on this side. And I'm really looking forward to it. Again, Matthias Bittner has made some fantastic saves. You might not wonder if he should already be one of these draft possessions on this side because he has been absolutely brilliant. So Matthias Bittner is definitely giving his team a chance as they're being badly outshot right now, 18-6, but they're only down 1-0. Sweden's got the goal from Stenberg there and Edstrom, and we'll see if this continues as they had a lot of shots. But man, oh man, if Germany finds a way to get some puck possession and help out their goaltender, I'll be happy with that as this one is held. First he fanned on him and Bittner able to reach back and hold on. So 19:40 left to go in the second. We get our stoppage. Again, this is the second game in Group A here for Germany and Sweden. I spent a lot of time in Group A so far, so it'll be nice to watch some Group B action, I believe, on the side for Czechia and United States. Again, Czechia might be in the mix of it, but I believe that's Group B on the side. I'll have to take a look at it on tomorrow's side. This is a face-off one. Here's a long slap shot. This one will go high. As that was fired there by Havelid. So Niklas Havelid, that's the son on that side. He fired a gigantic one. As Pettersson able to set him up, and that was an absolute bomb. He was going for the top left of the crossbar. A bouncing puck flew up in the air. Hopefully everybody's okay out there. That was an absolute rocket. As this is picked up now off of the left side dot. Another face-off one. Good pinch by the defense. Be able to keep this one in the 45th overall pick from that shot Ravelit out of San Jose. They're going to have a lot of those from Mike Gray's squad as they're in the middle of their rebuild. As Pettersson turned and fires a deflected puck, Bittner able to cancel it out 5-4. I don't even think he saw it. Kind of just a feel of save there as this is chipped. And off the backhand, turn around and shoot this one. And this one is bounced up off a couple of glove hands. And Germany able to put this one in as Macker Thielen will watch near the right side post there for the Swedish netminder. Hasn't had a lot to do so far, but Germany going to try to find a press in the second period. A great setup out in front of this. Goes up the left side of the bar. Won't even count as a shot. Man, oh man, that was from about 3 feet. And that should have been a tie game. As this is picked up now, Reich will put this one in. As Hauf has this now under the left side wall off the spin and turn. He'll leave it as he needs some reinforcements to the left side corner. I'll try to go ahead and pry this Hauf with a couple of stick chops. As this is Germany. I'll turn around and shoot this one. There's Oswald, and this one gets knocked away. This will be fired now. Germany's got some really good puck possession to start this second period, and then a lot of that in the first. It was only really on the power play side. This is just kept in on that side for Michael Reich, third line defense. He's got it. Here's a centering pass. It'll follow the Reich. Here comes a slap shot. This one gets blocked. And Sweden, Philipp Dietl cancels it off. Has a chance now to get this one off the windmill move as we play near the right side wall. Now an opportunity for Hoagland. Here's a turn shot, the 1T, and this one gets blocked. As this will be picked up here for the defense and fired in now. Germany near the left side of the red line. As this one gets taken away, Sweden will be trying to take this one left to right. Again, they're the host country. They're in the yellow and blue pants, and Germany in the mix of the orange yellowish top with the black and the red and yellow mix. As this is sent in. Stronger Storm. We get a whistle, maybe a hand pass on that side as well. We get a stoppage, 17-22. Left to go in the first. Wasn't really sure why that one was stopped. They showed a good stick battle there. And Elias is able to throw this one out in front. I think it bounced off the stick shaft of Heenland off of the back pass. That's a gorgeous save. Again, that was from 3 feet. It was an absolute rob of a save there. Eric Hordler had a goal, but it was taken away from Thielen. So, man, oh man, that should have been a tie game. The 134th pick by Arizona in the 5th round. That was a great save for him. So, offensive zone draw one as this goes near the right side dot. And this will be picked up here for Axel Sandin Pelika. Now near the right side dot. As this is picked up now near the left, have to get around a reverse hit. Germany has it. Put this around the inboards, and a good pivot near the left side glass will allow Germany to escape with this thing. About 16:59 left to go in the second. We'll have to see if my feed just froze or if NHL Network just froze on the side. Give me 1 second. As it's 16:45, there we go. So this is TSN that froze there this time, and this is picked up now off the stick, up and out of play. I was wondering if that was the internet or if that was just anything else, but TSN is back now. Again, we'll get technical difficulties across. Sometimes it's me, sometimes it's not. Most of the time it's not me. I can be happy with that, at least to say. So it's still 1-0. Sweden is still out in front from a Stenberg goal from Enstrom, and that's where we are right now. Again, the votes are starting to lean where I thought they would about the initial question. Sweden's the host country. Do they at least medal? 5 out of 6 say yes. So 16:30 left to go in the second. Shots on goal are double, 18-9. Again, that's a good thing for Germany, though, on this side, because it was more than that. It was almost tripled. As this is picked up now off the backhand opportunity, Philipp Sinn will go ahead and get this one now. He has to get around a good active forecheck here for Sweden, and a pass from 60 gets blocked. They'll follow the Sinn now. Still trying to get this thing out now. He's very busy. Now his forwards have to come back and help here. As this is near the left side, Unger Sornum now has to get around from a couple of stick chops to Jakob Weber. Go ahead and play this one ahead. So mix between the second and third line for Tobias Abstreiter's squad as this is sent in. Now Bittner off the backhand. He makes a great save off of a late arriving Swedish player. Make sure you get a number out there for you on that side. Noah Oswald got absolutely robbed. This was a good pass from 100 feet and a combination from the left wing right in the middle of the center zone of the ice. A backhanded attempt. Likermaki made the lead feed for Oswald, and Bittner cancels it off with another gigantic save. Man, oh man, has he been good. And if Germany has an opportunity to get a couple goals here, they could steal this thing, but they got to get some offensive pressure going. Their goaltender has been fantastic. So 15:46 left to go in the second. Again, no problems here for Arbiter and the goaltending. They said the same thing on that side when they got a little bit of an interview there from one of the German players, Julian Lutz. He said, we trust all three of our goaltenders to make some big-time saves. Well, I guess he was right, as it's put around the left side red line now. Volker now will pick this one up, third line defense. Almost gets stick lifted, turn around, trying to make a diving play, but Sweden able to find it. They'll pass this off the back mesh. And now one-timer, Likermaki, as this one will get sent wide. 15:25, Johansson pinned left side forwards now. This will be an opportunity here for Germany. They almost turned it over right in front of the right side of the goal now, but this will be a long stretch pass. Good combo play. This will be sent back down here for Sandy Pelika. His pass was a good one as this gets in between the red line side. And that was through some traffic as Likermaki will send this one down and Sandy Pelika will just backhand this into an open area. It's going to allow the defensive Anton Johansson, third line side, to get things going. Here's a flipping puck. Good outstretched pass from 120 as this is bounced off a couple bodies. Players come together. They get their sticks all tangled up here, but the play's still alive. Here's a drop. Germany now try to find the entry here with Oswald. 14:35 left to go in the second. John Under with you from Gothenburg and Sweden. In WJC's Group A. Long shot. This one is stopped by Finland with the left side of the pad. As Germany now getting all upended near the left side of the faceoff dot. Sweden trying to turn around and locate this thing with good active German forecheck here. Still a low-scoring game right now, and it's a good physical battle at times as this is recollected now for the host squad. They'll pick this one up from Theo and Lindstein off the drop. Here's a chance of the high slot. Good save for Bittner with the right pad. Barely got a piece of that one. And now Germany looking to break out. Sinn will go ahead and chop this one in deep. We'll go ahead and take his change. He was already near it. The forwards out there. Defensemen just got their change. This near the right side. Oswald loses the puck as this is flipped up the top of the glass. 13:40 left to go in the second. It's 1-0. As we get a whistle for an ice break. 20-10 is the shots on goal. Sweden still out in front. 1-0. Come right back.
Shopping online comes with digital threats, so turn on NordVPN. Steer clear of phishing websites and encrypt your online traffic. Get the deal now.
This is not just a tree. It's the wide-eyed promise of a tiny seed. It's the mighty oak. But it didn't get mighty overnight. It grew ring by ring.
I know when I was talking with Alec now, but we will still do so here between the Twitter/X space and all that. He mentioned to me whether or not I'll be able to cover it on New Year's Day, the Golden Knights and the Kraken. If I am able to get to that, it'll be a quick turn and reverse as far as getting that story out. That one won't be lengthy because it'll be Alabama and Michigan. As far as the football side, that I'll have to go ahead and watch. So I'll try to make sure that I can cover that on New Year's Day for the Kraken and the Golden Knights for the NHL's two newest teams. I may or may not get to that on the Monday side, but we'll see. Stenberg off a shot, and this one will get saved as we just came back from break. Get a late arriving hit against one of the Germany players. Reich will take exception to it. Sweden's been able to get away with some of these here for the host country, but IIHF does not play around as far as some of this. We saw a lot of pushing and shoving from the last year's game and between Canada and the United States when it got into the quarterfinal side of it, and the United States had to settle for a bronze against Sweden, but referees don't play around. And also, again, from these games, from what we've seen over the last couple, when there is any sort of goaltender interference, it pretty much gets blown dead at this point. So I've learned my lesson on that for this being the third WJCs for me, as Sumpf can't win the draw. It'll be Sweden now with a long outstretched opportunity as Likermaki tries to go ahead and find it. It'll be Bittner. Go ahead and locate this. Bounces in front of Stenberg. Try to play this with the glove hand. It'll be sent back down around the end boards here. Pettersson can't hold the line, but will leave it here for the top side for Salomonson. To Elias here for Magnus Havelid's squad, as this is 12:55 left to go in the second. Fired in, and Germany now has to go ahead and play this in their own zone. Again, another finish check there for Stenberg, as this is nice move for Sinin Pelika. Will pinch, will turn and fire. This one will get blocked, as this is off the stick. Let Germany try to get this out. They do. Not going to be able to race for this, though, however, as Sinin Pelika go back and turn and spin this one around for a long chance to get sent all the way down, but Sweden here on the forecheck can negate any kind of hybrid icing. Sweden now near the right side of the red line as they get this one back to be Sinin Pelika. Turn to fire, set up the 1T for his defensive partner, Johansson, and this one will get blocked again. So Germany not staying away from that box in the middle. They're collapsing in front of their goaltender trying to block shots. Bender's stopped pretty much everything else. He's only given up one, but Germany needs some offense. The Bano shot 20-10 against Stenberg with the only goal from Enstrom, and that's where we still are in the first, as we're in the 8 minutes played in the second. So right now, this is picked up here for Sweden. Germany trying to just get a couple sticks to push this in, force Sweden in their own end. Off the back pass now, we'll go ahead and start for Johansson. He's still out there right now. He's going to be a little bit tired. Going to leave this here to his forwards and Bistedt and sent this one down. So Germany gets a chance to touch this one with Samuel Schindler off his outstretched pass from 60. This is going to work out. It takes a bounce off of one of the Swedish players near the left side dot. Gets some room, works him behind the cage now, as this will be turned and picked up here for the forward side. Moritz Elias try to go ahead and make the play. He's pinned down near the left side boards as Germany, Elias, still has it. He'll just turn and spin this one deep, and this will bounce up and on a play hit. Bounce up the glass, bounce up a player, and we'll get another neutral zone draw with 11:10 left to go in the second. This is a little bit of a chess match here for Sweden. Again, I feel like they should probably be up by a couple more, but Bittner's made a couple of fantastic saves. Tucker Thielen's not been worked a lot. I guess the only thing I can say at this point is you got to be careful here for Thielen. I'm not going to say fall asleep, but if you might have one of these ones bleed through you and make this a tie game, then you open yourself up to a world of danger where anything is possible. So this will be picked back up now for the Swedish defense, and Johansson is already back out there right now. And this will be switched back up for Matthias Havelid. So Bittner settle this one back down and play this from his own end as Germany wants to go right to left, but they'll turn it over in their own zone and near the right side dot. We're almost halfway through the second period. We haven't got a goal in the second. It's the goal in the first has stood up. So an opportunity for Bistedt. Play this off his forehand. Number 18's got it. He's going to be watching for him because he's one of the only returners here for the WJCs for the Swedish squad. And now Everett will get this one down. We'll go ahead and take his change. So Sweden, we're going to look to break out now right to left. Haven't had a chance to do a lot of that in this second period. It's been more of a chess match. This is near the right side dot now. Shots on goal this period are 4-2 in favor of the Germans. Long outstretched shot, make it 4-3 now. As Bittner holds on. Johansson was the one who let the wrist shot fly. So yeah, this one has been more of a defensive showcase. I don't think Sweden's going to mind that right now with the lead, but I do think, again, they got to be careful here to not let one of these go back in their net, because then that opens you up to a situation where the game's tied And you get a little too close. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you don't take all 3 points. So Sweden get an offensive zone draw. And this will be picked up. Again, they mentioned the TSN side of it. They take their scoreline all day long, and I think that they would, Germany, on that side. Sweden's happy to be ahead, but Germany is giving themselves a chance, as this is an outstretched pass in the high slot. Germany's got the puck possession as they'll look to be able to recreate this thing. The left side of the shot gets blocked and up and on a play. 9:49 to get that little bell for the ice break. Come right back. It's still 1-0 Sweden.
Anything can happen in this short-term tournament. Follow the names we'll be talking about for years to come in the 2024 World Junior Championship. USA faces Turkey on Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern on NHL Network.
A better banking app is right at your fingertips. Download Dave, and you could get up to $500 in 5 minutes or less. No interest, credit checks, or late fees.
So the first period was a little push on that side for Sweden. They got a ton of shots on goal and Austin able to get it. But in the second period, this has been a defensive struggle, kind of stuck in mud. I know you're on ice, but it seems that way on that side. I think Germany can kind of take this. I understand that it's 1-0, but they'll take this period. And Sweden, if they can't find to get another press, I just wonder again in the third period if they'll find a way to explode or if this is kind of going to be one of the defensive struggles down the stretch. But as far as your second period reset, there's no goals right now. And the shots on goal are just 4-3 in favor of the Germans. So Thursday night football, I guess, on the American side is the Jets and the Browns. Yikes, that is not really an ideal matchup. You'd think the Browns will be able to take that one easily.
It's 2:15 our time. Is that one tonight? Unlikely tomorrow. 2 games tomorrow. Unlikely. I'm just now getting in touch with the time. I don't want to adjust myself. Including Canada, Sweden tomorrow night. Right here. We got 3,500 Canadian fans. Next one, the Swedes. That's going to be something else.
So offensive zone draw. Again, they mentioned on the TSN side about the time difference and all that. Gordon Miller. So I'm not staying up for the Monday Night American Football game, but we will have opportunity for Sweden and Canada. They got 3,500 Canadians here in Gothenburg, and that should definitely be a lot of fun to watch that one. We'll be watching that. At least I'll be doing that after I type up the Czechia and United States game. That's where I'll be tomorrow. As this is a good chance off the rush. Here's another chance for Sorum. Another big rebound. That was stopped by Bittner as well, as Germany able to survive the pressure. And Sweden will look to start again. Axel Sandin Pelika make the pass. This one's picked off. It bounced off a bunch of Swedish bodies. Fire at the net, and this one's held by Thielen. Maybe not a bad idea. Hasn't had a chance to play at the puck for a while. It'll be a defensive zone draw upcoming here for the Swedish. So a rush chance. And that was pretty good. And this was almost partially screened there. Was Bittner by his own man. Again, they're trying to block everything out in front. Sorum, he tried to play a pass to a guy that was already down in Enstrom. He said, darn it, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't know he'd get checked off the puck on that side. A little bit of exasperation on his face, but good idea nonetheless. It would have been the same two players trying to pick up another point. Enstrom would have got a primary assist there. So 9:03 left to go in the second. Shots on goal are 22-11. So we're in Gothenburg in Sweden. John here with you. I'm your play-by-play man. We're watching the TSN feed on NHL Network in the States. That's where I am right now in Michigan, as this is sent back around. Germany off the outstretch, able to keep this one in. This will be stopped by Thielen, centered out near the left side red line, but too much of a sharp angle as Germany tries to go ahead and recollect this puck. Again, this second period's been quiet. They're leading the shots on goal in the second period, but it's 22-11 in favor of Sweden. 8:35 thereabouts left to go in this second period. It's still a 1-0 contest. Anybody's game right now. And that's what makes it a little bit interesting. Oswald will try to go and pick this one up for Sweden, but it's fired back into the defensive side. And Elias Pettersson has it now. He'll make the outstretched pass as he's in across the red. Good skating. And near the right side wing will be an opportunity off the back spin and picked up here now for the forwards. Sent back in. Germany will watch this one get bounced away from them. Try to get across the neutral zone now at the 8-minute mark. No icing as this is sent back in deep. This will be an outstretched pass from 100. This will work out near the right side of the face-off dot. Is Laker Maki. We'll go ahead and turn and spin first line back out there right now for the Swedish squad. As this is Havelid watching the coach here, only has his team up by 1. Germany kind of still fighting in this thing because their goaltending has been so fantastic. Late arrived in forecheck, but Axel Sandy Pelika keeps it clean. Here's a good combo pass, finds the way back to him for Anton Johansson. That third line defense has looked pretty good. Olin now, turn and shoot. This one will get stick save here for Bittner. Will hold on. 7:21 left to go in the second. If it wasn't for Bittner, maybe so much in the first, not as much in the second, but if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't think that this game would be 1-0. Again, he's played very, very well. On the other side for Melker Thielen, hasn't had a lot to do. Ogren, the 19th overall pick by Minnesota in the 2022 draft. He was the one that got the latest shot. All the Swedish fans really enjoying it this time as they should. They're the host country. Face-off win there for Sweden in the defensive end. That's always very important. We'll see if Germany can go ahead and locate the vulcanized rubber. They'll do so off the back pass, but this is a good steal by the forward side of Linker Maki. As this is now near the right side red line and flipped in. Sweden try to cancel this off, maybe make something happen. It's 1 out of 3. They're going to need some reinforcements to the right side. Puck protect near the backhand, and Bittner looks behind him. The whistle's not blown. He's saying, hey, can you just please get this out of the way here? Oswald, Schindler, everybody else cut it up. Hordler as well. They made sure their goaltender didn't have anything get past him across the left side blue line. Maybe I can take a look to see how ever else this materializes, as this is an opportunity for Anton Wahlberg on the first line. He was using puck protect the whole way, drives in toward the right side of the crease. Bittner looks behind him. It's trapped in between his legs, and Oswald is whacking away at it in between the 5-hole because the whistle wasn't blown dead, but they finally get one. They'll hold on, so it'll be an offensive zone draw with 6:50 left to go in the second. That was a close call. So 6:50 left to go in the second. It'll be an offensive zone draw here for the Swedish, as this will be picked up now for the Germans. And they'll start again right to left. They'll play this one behind the goal mouth and look to make the breakout pass from 50 as this one's cleared in. This might be an opportunity for Germany to go ahead and find a press, as this is sent back around now, captain on the D side, and Sweden will be able to race for it, as they'll try to take this left to right. We'll be picked up here a couple more times, and we'll look to start again for Tom Linder. He'll make a bank pass and up the wall. And Germany finds a way to get the interception here. Veit Oswald try to keep this one as Bicker. This one gets knocked away from him. And Axel Sandy has this one now as he tried to skate in between a couple of Germans. We've hit the 6-minute marker here in the second. Still 1-0. No goals in this second period. As a finish check, drove one of the German players into the walls. Enstrom trying to locate this. He's got the primary assist from the Stenberg goal. This is bounced off a German body, just trying to hold this with the right skate. And now they finally pry it loose as the play still continues. This is sent in. This will be iced against the Germans. 5:40 left to go in the second, so they can't make any changes here. This has been a good contest. Again, this second period, is it maybe in favor of the Germans more so than Sweden? Is Sweden kind of biding their time? That's my wonder. Because from the first intermission, I said, you got to find a way to be able to keep things a little bit less active than behind the cage a bit. Well, Germany's done that. They've had more shots on goal than Sweden has in the second period. Sweden's kind of just biding their time here. What's going to change in the third? We've seen a little bit of a reversal in the second. I got to think there's going to be another one left for us in the final 20 minutes of regulation once we get there. We got 5:25 left to go in the second, however. So being an outstretched pass from Matthias Havelid. This will get fired in Sweden now. And on the forecheck, let's see if they can get another goal in the second. This could be absolutely big. I wouldn't say it'd be enough to bury Germany yet, but 2 goals might be enough to win the game outright this far, because we haven't seen too much of a German press. Here's a chance, hand up in the air, and this is the chance that Germany wanted. Off the late arriving pass off the rush, a high stick took it right out of the hand that stopped the play immediately. So Germany should be going to the power play with 5:04 left to go in the second. They come right back. We'll call the rest of the second.
Investing is not for everyone, right? Wrong. Wealth comes from pennies. Like oaks come from acorns. Wealth comes from a decision to invest, to bury your acorns, give them time to grow into a mighty oak, like squirrels do. You see, investing was never meant to be an exclusive club. You just didn't have the
It's
right
good
tools.
contest so far. We're very late in the second period. Sweden's got a 1-0 lead. Germany's got another power play opportunity. There hasn't been any power plays in this second period up until probably this final, just under 5 minutes of the second frame. But it's a 1-0 lead for Germany as we're in the middle of a commercial break.
Germany to the power play as Hordler gets caught in the back check. Not much there, sealing off the stick, knocking it out of the hands. Puck almost hit the stick.
So they showed this on the TSN side. They didn't think there was much there, but I think it was a play that had to be made there for Sweden because it was late arriving off the rush. It could have easily tied the game. So Ogren called for interference. The captain sees in the box at the 14:56 marker. We've got underneath the final 5 of this second. Germany's had 1 power play. They had just 2 shots on it. As this is recollected here for Germany. See what they can make happen going right to left in this second period. This is cleared down by Sweden. And now Germany has it in their own end, trying to keep this alive off the backhand. Will look to start again. Have it in behind the cage of Bittner. Trying to break out right to left. Trying to get right down the middle of the ice now. They'll do so. Great drive. And this one is canceled off a short side chance. As it was Luca Hauf. Now on the top side of the left. Be off the half spin. Germany falls down, trying to keep this play alive, and Sweden able to find a way to clear. As the German power play down to a minute, it's halfway gone. About 4:05 left to go in the second. Still a 1-0 contest. No goals in this second period. Sweden still out in front from a Stenberg goal. Here's an opportunity for Germany, racing down the left wing. And off the forehand, here's a drop for D. Now pinching in the left side red line, working in behind the cages. Germany desperate to find something as Lindstein loses the puck. And now Sweden has an opportunity to kill some time off the shorthanded, and they'll turn around now. 30 seconds left to go in Germany's power play. If they can't score here, they'll go 0 for 2, right to left. Germany's got it. They'll get this one in the offensive zone and bounce it off the left side wall. Working in behind the net now as the power play is down to 15 seconds. Having in the high slot, looking to find a way to set up, just keep it across the blue line. Germany, 1 touch pass. Here's a chance fired into the traffic. Bounced off the outside of the cage. Germany with it now. Pass a little bit too far. Got to be careful of the late arriving player coming out of the box. Sweden back to full strength. Turn and fire. This one is wide near the right side post. Got 2:55 left to go. Both teams back to even strength as this is flipped in. And from about 60, bounces off a couple German skates. This will work out quite well. Off the backhand now. This will fall right to Thielen, and he'll go ahead and make the save. Go ahead and take a look. It's Moritz Elias on the other side that was trying to keep this one alive off the backhand, off the rush. Couple opportunities here for the Germans on that side to go ahead and get some chances. Kevin Bicker with the latest one, but this one just got shot wide. Again, 1-0 still our score. Again, Luca Hauf with one off of a short side stick save here for Thielen. 2:45 left to go in the second. John Under with you. I'm watching the TSN feed on an NHL network in the States. They give you the late game. Again, 1:30 is a late game on that side for Gothenburg in Sweden. Trying to get used to the time difference myself. Here's a turn and shot. And this one will get saved. Sent back around into the traffic as this deflection attempt goes wide. And now Sweden will get this off a couple of stick chops. Germany will push it in deep. Shots on goal are 24-13. So Germany, who was almost getting tripled up on shots, is not even getting doubled up now. So this is their period as far as shots. But again, no results on either side in this second. Spin back around for Wielander. Again, one of the only defensemen wearing a double-digit number 24. as this is Germany in their own end. Go ahead and pick this one up here for Hauf. It gets sent back down. I think this is going to be iced against Germany if it gets close enough. No, just across that line. It'll be started again on this side for Axel Sandin Pelika. His outstretched pass, a little too far, but it does bounce off a couple skates and sticks, so no icing here. As Beastet tries to pick this one back up now. He'll set it up near the right side dot. This gets partially blocked again. Sweden doing a great job trying to obstruct Bittner's vision. We'll see if that comes into play in the final 90 seconds. A sharp angle chance. This gets deflected off his left pad. Sweden still with this. Pick this up now. Beers comes a big time bomb and a goal! That's exactly what I was just talking about. That might have been deflected. Havelid slap shot, let it go. Got past Bittner, and that could be a death sentence here for the Germans. A late goal in the period with 1:24 left. It was an absolute bomb. Matthias Havelid puts the Swedish up 2-0 with 1:25 left to go in the second. Just a nice play off the bumper. Leave it for Havelid, a huge clapper that was a roof near the top of the left bar and in past Bittner. No chance. That was a perfect lifted shot, maybe partially deflected as well. I don't know if that was picked up on that side for Swedish as far as the flexions here. We'll have to see. But man, oh man, that was a rocket of a shot. Oswald there was trying to obstruct the vision of Bittner. I think that's absolutely what happened, but that shot was a chef's kiss. 2-0 lead now for Sweden. Here they come again off the rush as it gets knocked away from Stenberg. So Germany only down a couple, and they were not dominating that second period. They had more shots than Sweden, but they kind of kept it level until they didn't now. Final goal in the second period like that could be an absolute crusher as Sweden takes a 2-0 lead because they just haven't seen enough press from Germany. So Matthias Havelid does get credit for the goal. Although the screen was in front, it didn't get deflected, but it was just a beautifully listed shot from Bystead and Linston as this is sent in. Sweden now maybe can get another one. Turnaround. Bittner out of the goal crease, and he just gets a stick on it to be able to get back. Can't give up another one here. Down to 30 seconds. Sweden really driving under Sorum now as this is kept in near the left side wall. Down to 20 seconds. Sweden maybe energized from that latest goal. Kept down with the glove hand. Didn't have to jump for a turn and shot. This gets deflected. Germany desperate to get this out of their own end. They just conceded another one. It's 2-0. Here's a chance. Gets blocked. Germany able to get this in off the neutral zone. A gigantic hit. And this is going to be a penalty against Germany. Elias Pettersson got absolutely wiped out. He was spinning like a top. 5 seconds left to go. Unless they're just calling a straight off sides. But man, oh man, did Pettersson get rocked. We'll see here whether it was going to be he got tangled up and spun around. He was slow to get up. He lost his stick, everything else in the process. And the latest shot, Stenberg looking for a second. Bittner down and out. He took the space away from Stenberg. He couldn't get the shot off in time and kept it at 2-0. But that clapper was a thing of beauty for Sweden. And it's 2-0. You imagine some of the turnovers, Germany can't survive those forever. So no penalties, just an offsides. 5 seconds left to go in the second. Again, the late goal from the defense on that side for Matthias Havelid made it 2-0. So Stenberg and Havelid got the goals. 5 seconds left. This will be 1 to Sweden. They're going to run out of time, but they will go into the dressing room. 2-0 lead. They scored a late one in the second, courtesy of Havelid with an absolute rocket near the right side dot. It was a lifted shot past Bittner. After 2, Sweden's up by a pair.
I'm Adam Fox, and I play college hockey. I'm Jake Anderson, and I play college hockey. I'm John Bicker, and I play college hockey.
Whether you're a fan or a player, nothing compares to College Hack.
All right, Tansy, what's it gonna be? The drink made from whatever was lying around, or the one made with your grizzly arm? Suck up today, sip well tomorrow. Drizzly. Build the bowl yourself. Let's go on.
Some things are better left to a professional,
Drive so fast.
like when it comes to finding financial advisors. So leave it to Smart Asset to find them for you. Take the free quiz at smartasset.com. Then you'll be matched with up to 3 vetted fiduciary financial advisors. To get started, take the Advisor Match quiz now at smartasset.com.
Terrific. There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
This holiday season, give your family the gift that keeps them going. Energizer. The #1 longest lasting AA battery.
It's time to stir up the conversation. See who we rank the best of the week. And see if you agree. Tune in every week for the results of top shows on NHL Network.
Nightly highlights, live ratings, and insightful analysis. Nobody covers the game like us. This is NHL Network.
Thinking about your team's play.
Yeah, we played first. We have the puck in also, and yeah, we played good. But they have good lessons when we lost the puck, so we have to be alert and be sharp all game.
So these fans are absolutely electric. I can imagine what it's like to play in front of your friends and family. Can you just walk me through the feeling of what it's like when your team scores in this, the stadium erupts?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a great feeling. So yeah, just amazing.
For yourself personally, you have the home field advantage more than anyone. You do play for Finland, so this is your home rink. To get a goal here, represent your country. What did that mean to you?
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just amazing, and yeah, so fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
James, talking about the sheriff pounder, Bob McKenzie, don't think you can overstate the importance of that second goal for Sweden. When you're Germany and you're the underdog, the one thing they did against Finland, they trailed a couple of times in the game, but were never 2 goals down. It doesn't look insurmountable, but when you're not generating a lot of chances, that was a massive goal.
Pretty big mountain to climb. And now they did respond well to being down 1-0 after one period on a rather late goal in the first period, final 5 minutes of the first period. And they played well in the second period. But this is a soul crusher, especially after they had a power play opportunity and they weren't able to do anything with it. And then right after that, Havelid comes off the blue line with a shot. No chance for Bittner whatsoever. And Matthias Havelid is here, Havelid there, and the San Jose second rounder, really nice shot from the point, and nothing Bittner can do about that. So a little bit of a mountain to climb.
Yeah, they've got a mountain to climb, but you feel the energy that they came out with in that second period. They were outshot 7-6, 5 speeds, but I really felt like they had some good control and confidence with the puck.
There was some composure, and they were closely connected on their exit. So they always had someone to talk to the play too. So feet were moving. And again, this takes patience and composure. When you're playing against a team, you know you're the underdog. You have to find ways to get out of your zone. And I thought they were clean at times. Again, just showing that confidence to try and.
All right, so let me give you the reset as far as the second period, and then we'll do the entire game reset. But in the second period, so here's the thing for me. In the middle frame, I wanted to see what was going to be different because I said it in the first. I'm hearing a little bit of this in the intermission comments as well. What was going to be different for Germany going into that second period? Were they going to be able to batten down the hatches? Were they going to get some chances? And for a while, they had more shots on goal in that second period than Sweden did. It was about 5-2. It ended up being 7-6 for Sweden, but they were staying close, getting everything all together for quite a long time. And then Germany gets a late power play with about 5 minutes left to go in that second period. They don't score. And then right after that, you get an offensive zone draw. Matthias Havelid with a rocket. You got a screen out in front, catches the top of the left crossbar and in. And it's a 2-0 lead. And again, they mentioned on the TSN side of the coverage. I'm watching the NHL Network in the States. And they're right. It's kind of a soul-crushing goal because I just said that to you in the first. Germany didn't have enough to press the play. If they gave up another goal, it would be an absolute crusher. Well, they did under the last minute 30 left to go with the slap shot from Havelid. So Havelid from Philipp Dietl and Theo Lindstein. And then the first goal from Otto Stenberg from David Enstrom. 2-0 after 2. Germany doesn't have anything to answer for. And the shots on goal after 2 periods of play, 26-12. Power plays on both sides are 0 for 2 for Germany, 0 for 1 for Sweden. They're not generating enough. It's the same thing I can tell you from the first. They're not generating enough for Germany to get out of this at this point. 2-0 isn't insurmountable by any means, but if this play continues, it's going to be over. Shots on goal in that period were 7-6 in favor of Sweden, and the first it was 18-6. So, yeah, they still got an advantage here on that side, but the shots on goal went from 18-7 and 6 on both sides for Germany. So they're badly being outshot 26-12. Will that change? Again, for those that are just joining us, only 2 games in the WJCs today. The first one, man, oh man, was that a bloodbath. The United States able to get an 11-3 victory over the Swiss. So Will Smith opened the goal scoring from Perot and Bunham. And then Jimmy Snugger had said, why not? I'll get a natural hat. Weber made it a goal in there, but it was 5-1 after 1 for the United States in the first game. In the second period, it was 4 more goals for the States. Brindley, Leonard, Brindley, and Howard made it 9-1 after 2. The Swiss were able to get a couple from Christie and Sheed, but Finley, Polkamp got a couple more. It was 11-3 final for the United States. I want to see who was in net for the U.S. It was Fowler on that side, Isaac Fowler, and Gruder on that side for the Swiss. So Trey Augustine might be getting the start and off the back-to-back tomorrow against Czechia. That'll be my guess. We'll see if they show the 3 stars of the game. I don't think they have that set up here on this side. But let me just put this by U.S. as far as the player statistics. 3 points for Brindley, 2 goals and an assist. 3 assists for Cutter Gauthier. 4 assists for Frank Nazer. 4 points for Jimmy Snugger, 3 goals and an assist. He was the player of the game. I saw that before we got in our coverage. And Fowler able to get the win in net. You know, he gave up 3, but he got 11 on that side. Stops 21 on 24. For the Swiss, they did mix the goals up a little bit. Gruder got some time to relieve. Huet got the start. He stopped 23 out of 30. They gave up 7, and then Gruder gave up 4 more on that side. So no empty netters. There were a lot of goals, and Fullerman had 2 assists for the Swiss, a goal for Christie, as we said, a goal for Sheed, and that was pretty much your reset. Weber had a goal and an assist. I think he won player of the game for the Swiss. They'll get those Tissot watches that look pretty nice.
myself to make sure I'm performing as best as I can be.
So that's your reset. What I can do, I think I will do this on the NHL side. We'll take a look at the scoreboard again. It was the first active action yesterday from the Christmas break. We'll see what we have here tonight. Again, I'm very concerned about the Red Wings side. They're completely falling out of the playoff race here at this point. Don't have a lot of NHL action, but at 7 o'clock, it'll be the Canadians and the Hurricanes. Hurricanes, I think, are 1 point out of a playoff spot right now. I'll have to check back in a couple days and get the complete reset and lock myself back in the NHL action. As we get to the All-Star part of it, I'll give you my standouts for all 32 teams. Flyers and Canucks at 10 p.m. A lot of West Coast games here, so in the late games. So the 1 7 o'clock game and the 3 10 o'clock games. Kings and Golden Knights, that'll be a great one at 10 p.m. And then Oilers and Sharks. I don't know if that's going to be the complete reversal, but the Oilers are still 15-15-1. They had a little bit of a push there from Knobloch, and now the Oilers are kind of falling back into it. And ever since the Sharks started 0-10-1, they're 9-23-3, so they've kind of been a pain to play against. And maybe they can do it again against the Oilers. Who knows? But that is your NHL reset. There's only 4 games today on that side. So a little bit of a light night across the board. That's why I'm getting my earliest time and getting all my stuff done, because I'm going to prepare myself tomorrow for Czechia in the United States. And then I have the game I have to do for the IIHF for the Muskegon Voyagers and the Waterford Sharks here locally. Again, I won't have that assignment again until February 17th in the middle of February for the Waterford Sharks and the IIHF. It'll be the last home game for a while. They go for a 7-game road stand.
He's just so speedy, so tenacious in every zone, so skilled, and you just know in a game against Sweden that he's going to be targeted by the Swedes because he's that type of player.
He's so dynamic. I mean, he can go left to right and slow the game down or speed it up in the same footstep as well as Marcel.
We've now watched 5 periods of Sweden. What specific challenges do those forwards pose for Canada's D?
Well, I mean, they can certainly be lethal. You know, Lekaramaki with Oswald, he's with Wahlberg as well. They're really strong, whether it's on the wall, but in particular, I think they can generate a lot of speed and try and come off the wall and try and take those shots. Now, listen, it has to be a collective team defense effort because.
So they're just joining in. It's a 2-0 lead for Sweden. Matthias Havelid got the latest goal from the D side with a beautifully looking slap shot. Otto Stenberg had the goal in the first. It's a goal in each period. Germany down by a pair. I don't know if they're going to have enough push to even get 1, let alone 2. They're just not showing enough offense right now.
Sager's last team in the NHL was Edmonton a couple of years ago. George played a couple of seasons for the Flames way back. And so they combined the only goal of the game so far, again, over on TSN 2 right now, Canada leading in the second period of play. And then we turn our attention, why pay over $100 a month for cable when it's half the cost for Fubo TV? You get all the channels you want, with all the entertainment you love, for the price that cable can't beat. Try it free at FuboTV.com. All right, 60 seconds to draw the perfect gift. What's it going to be? Delivered with Drizzly. Gifting without the guessing. Drizzly.
Is your car's plastic trim faded and milky? Don't worry. Cerakote's ceramic trim coat restores oxidized trim effortlessly. Just wipe it off. It's guaranteed for 200 washes. Even does plastic tint. Keep your car looking professional. Selling your oxidized faded trim car. Detailed cars sell for way more than faded cars. Read the thousands of 5-star reviews for yourself. Buy any of Cerakote's.
I saw this go across the NHL Network too. Again, I'll have to keep track and covering the World Juniors, be away from the NHL for a couple of weeks here on this side. But man, oh man, Tyson Yost got placed on waivers. 4 points, 2 goals, 2 assists, and 7 points. Or two goals, 2 assists, -7 on that side. Kind of wonder if he's going to get claimed or if he's going to go all the way down on that side and go into the minors. But for Tyson Yost, do you think that was a piece that they really expected to push? Buffalo's had him way down here. And it's just got so bad. It's one of those situations where I thought that they can make a press in the East, but they have a lot of talented players, but it's not working right now.
You'll have help pay for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com. Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual. Knowing where you live doesn't control what you watch. It's always seeing your team in action. Knowing you have access to 50 exclusive NHL games, it's knowing your plans for the next 6 months. To know hockey is to love hockey, and to love hockey is to have ESPN Plus. Saturday, with a new year on the horizon, go the magician Mid-Mark release. Look to cast a spell on Seth Jarvis and the Canes. Hockey Weekend begins Saturday, 7 Eastern on NHL Network. Nightly highlights, live games, and insightful analysis. Nobody covers the game like us. This is NHL Network. Swedes scored once the first and now 1 the second. Matthias Bittner gets his first return. The teams have breathing room. They've outshot them. Numbers 25-12 all to 7-6 in that second period. So a 2-0 lead break is comfortable for the Swedes, but as the games go along, they get tougher and tighter. They need to cash in more of the scoring chances.
You feel good in the first quarter because you're generating chances. You're generating shots, you're getting the right spots, you're creating opportunities to score. What Sweden won't love, and what we've seen in years past, is that despite all these chances, all the good work, the finish to get it over the line hasn't been as good as Sweden will need it to be.
So TSN, Gord Miller and company, they're mentioning that Sweden's got to like to have a 2-0 lead, but they'd like to have a little more finish into their game. And I'd have to agree. I feel like they could be up by a couple more, but the defensive lockdown is good. You want to have that one. They played smart there, but we'll see. Again, that late goal there for Havelid. 2-0. The way Germany's played offensively, at least might put it out of reach.
High-end players for Sweden. They just need to score more.
So we're underway now with the puck drop. Again, they're mentioning the TSN side, but Sweden's probably got to cash in a couple more of these. Just in general, not even in this game. I'd like to see their high-scoring forwards be able to score more. But again, they've locked down Germany. We'll see what they can do now. It's 2-0. It's in the high slot. Here's a chance of the traffic, and this one is stopped there by Finland. So 19:35 left to go in this fast-moving contest so far. Shots on goal are now 25-13. So what is Sweden going to do with Magnus Havelid? Again, defense, deal with Axel Sandin, Pelika, Elias Pettersson. And they got a lot of good pieces here on this side. For offense, when you have Laker Maki, you have Philipp Dietl as returner. Stenberg's been good in this game. They have the talent, and they can outplay Germany here on this side. But how much will they press? How many goals will they score? That's what's being talked about on the TSN side. I definitely think they're going to medal, but they've talked about the record as well as we said in the preliminaries. Dominate the round robin side of it. When you get in the finals and part of the medals, quarterfinals, semis, finals, they just get blown out and they don't play well. So this is a rush. Off the backhand, Beasted almost got through a couple of Germans as it's sent back around. The inboards now across the red line. He recollected off the pin, and Germany, off the outstretch, will go ahead and clear this one down as it bounced off Theo Lindstein. Again, you can carry an extra forward, extra defenseman on this side in the World Juniors, and Lindstein's already got a point. As Lindstein now will play this from his goaltender, Theo. Start again. Forwards will take their change for Magnus Havelid's squad. Tobias Armstron's got to believe that his squad is right there, but they've got to generate something on offense. As this is picked up from the left side down Stenberg off the drop. This will be stopped and will be knocked away here for Bittner, who has been excellent in this game. He stopped 23 of 25. He wasn't as worked in that second period. As this is kept on sides, no, it's not. This is knocked away. 18:26 left to go in the third as Stenberg had a good chance off the rush. Kira Schmid also is signed to Utica in the AHL. 5-7-1, 326 goals against, 893. Again, they mentioned a couple times on the NHL side of it that New Jersey's looking for goaltending, and I'm seeing some of these guys going up and down that I didn't expect. Michael Hutchinson got placed on waivers, probably to make room for Ville Husso, able to come back. He was good in the start that he had. So, I don't know. Maybe you can place Reimer on waivers, but you have to pay for him. So, a neutral zone draw. This one will be one here for Sweden. Picked up across the blue line. And make a rocket of a back pass. So, they can start again for Havelid, as this will get fired in off the stick chop. Sweden enjoying a 2-0 lead. The hosts are very happy right now. But again, this game is probably a little bit closer even than I expected. I thought maybe even 3 or 4 on this. So we still got plenty of time to get there. I would like to see Germany find some sort of press because it's too much defense here right now. Not enough offense. There's just nothing there to show me that they're going to get a goal unless they get a lucky bounce. As this is near the left side dot. Even a couple power play opportunities. Their first one was fine in the first period. Other than that, though, after the second one, they got scored on. And they can't keep the blue line up puck possession. It's offsides. 17:38. So Sweden will have to start again in the neutral zone. Again, there's going to be a lot of fans here for the host able to follow along here in the World Juniors, and they're having a great time. It feels more like a soccer atmosphere when you see anything for anyone outside the United States. Everybody has a little bit more love in the country here at this point than I think that even some of the United States do with some of the entitlement portions of it. That's not me. I love it as much as all they do, but again, they have certain expectations, I would think, in the United States. But again, it's all about finishing. The bronze medal over the last. In the previous one, the United States didn't even medal. So this is a time where they're expected to go ahead and do so. We'll see what they'll do tomorrow against Czechia. Again, my blood will be pumping a little bit extra on that, so to get a chance to watch my favorite team, most for me for the United States, be able to get that one done. But got to get all of our assignments when we can. We've gone through Finland and Canada, Sweden and Germany, and now Czechia and the United States tomorrow. Try to mix it up. 23-0 record against Germany, 114 goal differential all time. So they've never lost to the Germans, but this one's been pretty close. As this is sent in, Lakermaki with this around the end boards. And now Germany try to take this one left to right. As this goes too far for Luca Hauf, and it's ice, so Germany can't change. Right at the 17-minute mark. So the big win that Germany had the other day against Finland, up to 4-3, and now they come back and play Sweden. You knew it was going to be a tough task, but they are right there. And that's the thing that you have to give them credit for. I didn't expect Germany to be as competitive as they've been. I mean, hell, you could say the same thing for Slovakia, but Slovakia is starting to look like a dark horse more so than anything else. They are absolutely beating up on teams. Again, if you have Latvia on the side of the group, I get it, but still, they look dangerous. This will be fired here for Oswald. This will be stopped by Bittner, and the puck went over the glass. So 15 seconds later, we get another stoppage. Shots on goal, 27-13 on that side. It's been a lot of fun covering the World Juniors here. We got day 1 and day 3. I'll be back here for day 4 for the first game because it's United States and Czechia, and then it's Canada and Sweden. And if Sweden plays this type of game against Canada, I happen to think they're going to get beat, honestly, on this side. Again, I like the defensive pressure, but you're going to have to showcase a little bit more against Canadians, I would have to imagine, as this is near the right side wall. Falling down trying to make a play was Lutz. And this will be picked up now here for Sweden. And off the backhand will be a recollect, and Sweden now will gain this in across the red line. Trying to drop here for Stenberg. In between the legs now, Lutz can't locate it. This will be an opportunity for Lindgren. Go ahead and send this one right on. 16-15 get fired down. And Sweden will go ahead and get the puck possession. As Nylander has it, go ahead and locate this thing. About 16:05 left to go in this third. Take some full cell changes for both squads. And off the drop pass, Sweden will look to get started again. About 15:55 left to go here in this third. Firing back in. Bittner will go ahead and hold on to it. It's going to get back in his goal crease as this bounces off the wall. In between a couple of players here, Germany going to pick this one up near the left side red line. Canceled off by Sweden as well. They're trying to get some puck possession. They'll pick it up near the left side dot. Here's a big slap shot, a stop by Bittner. And this is a great save 5-hole. as this is recollected across the wall, sent back down, and Sweden's going to get puck possession and across the neutral zone. Sent in now. This will be away from Pedersen and up a collapse. And now Germany has to absorb a hit. Good forechecking here for Sweden as this is a backhanded attempt. And they're the left side of the faceoff dot. Trying to hold the blue line. High slot lets it go now. Bittner make another big save as this bounce off with the glove hand. Germany trying to locate it across the wall. Here's a chance. Pulls it back. This one's blocked out in front. 14:55 left to go in the third. Now Sweden's starting to get their horses run. A big hit near the left side. And the referees are having a talking to while the play was still going on for a moment. One of the Swedish players got absolutely upended. That might have been Havelid as well. Bicker let a massive hit go. He might be going right to the box. Hopefully everybody's okay down there. So Havelid, yeah, he took a knee to knee there from Bicker, and that's going to be called. So Sweden going to go to the power play. It'll be their second. Both teams have had two opportunities. And the last shot maybe hit the left side of the crossbar. Yes, it did. It hit the bottom left of the crossbar and bounced out. Liker-Maki was the one that let it go. Could have been a 3-0 lead. Hit the top of the crossbar as we got the definitive look there, top right. So a knee to knee, dodge the stick, fire it, and then hit the top of the right crossbar. So it'll be Sweden with the opportunity here on the power play. It's their second. They got a third goal here. I will be outrighting calling this game over at this point. I would be absolutely shocked if Germany could come back from a 3-0. Right now it's 2-0, and they have it on the kill side. We'll see what they can do here off the half spin. They're just killing some time away from Sweden. And we'll see what the first line unit for Sweden can do on the power play in their second opportunity. Getting the entry here will chip it to themselves near the right side boards and come together for Liker-Maki. We'll try to go ahead and find it as it's picked up off the backhand. 1:25 left to go on the power play side here for Sweden. They got a 2-0 advantage. Feeling comfortable. Maybe you want a little bit more offense, but you do want the results. 3 points to 3 points. All you can say right now. It's in the high slot. Leave it back to Decent. And Pelika fires, turns for a rebound, but it gets swallowed up for Bittner. 1:11 left to go in Sweden's power play. 14:03 left to go in the third. So again, for Sandin Pelika, they mentioned how he was going to be a high draft pick. He was a draft pick for the Detroit Red Wings, and so far in this game, I'm seeing him look a little bit more silent than I would when he plays in the Swedish league outside of the World Juniors team, and that might be by design for Magnus Havelid's squad, not as high-powered. They want to kind of lock and key down things a little bit more rather than kind of just press everything. And that's what I'm seeing right now, at least. A little bit more quiet. Is this in the high slot here for Sandin Pelika one more time? And they're going to give this one back for Johansson. Be an opportunity now for Sweden near the right side dot. Work back in the high slot again. Give go. Here's a touch pass the middle. One-timer and a beautiful goal right in the middle of the circles. It's a 3-0 lead for Sweden, and you can mark this game as done. They got 13:44 left to go in the third, but I don't see any way now that Sweden is going to be able to cough this one up, or Germany is going to be able to find one here, as this one's finished off for Stenberg. Off the 1T. It was just beautifully designed in the high slot. They waited near the left dot, fake the slapper, turn and fire in the middle of the circles, and Havelid from Stenberg off the one touch, and it's a 3-0 lead for Sweden, and that has got to be the dagger at this point. Again, this game so far, unless we get a couple extra goals, is probably a little bit closer than expected. But 3 or 4 is probably the goal score line that I would have expected. Germany just did not have the press. They played enough defense, but a goal in that second when it was Havelid off the lifted slap, that was just the absolute kill shot to me. Late in that second period with 1:30 left to give up an extra goal and go down 2-0 into the dressing room in the second intermission. You can't have that happen. Off the back pass, this will fall to Havelid, and we get some pushing and shoving. But they're showing Stenberg. He's got his second. We'll go to break. We get a nice break. 3-0 now for Sweden.
It looks scary. He says, you might be thinking, I'm not going to touch
watch that. The 10-foot pole put you on this. After every big in history, the stock market has come back even stronger. See? Big, stronger, big, stronger. Now, history doesn't always repeat, but you be the judge. Download the 8 ones. Start investing in spare change and give your money a chance to grow. 8 ones.
Shopping online comes with digital threats, so turn on NordVPN. Steer clear of phishing websites and encrypt your online traffic. Get the deal now.
Everyone has to be involved in a good power play, even if you're not with the puck. And David Esper here shows the thankless job of working in front of the net. Battling, moving, giving, gotta stay in the goalie's eyes. You're not really and he's a big part of why that goal goes in. If you don't keep your feet moving, put that hard shot, shot might get saved. Thankless, important.
Number 6, walks right into the backhand shot. Stop the tight by Clayton. Legs on that.
That's there by Weber. Dancing in. Activating on the back end.
I'm going to get into the play-by-play in a second. Just want to make sure I got that goal typed in. And we will start again. So right in off the rush, off the face-off, it was Weber off the backhand. It was stopped here for Finland. So checking back into the play-by-play here, 13 minutes left to go in the third off the rush. Again, a second goal of the game for Stenberg, this time on the power play. It's a 3-0 lead for Sweden. Now they're badly out shooting Germany 31-14. There hasn't been enough of a press. Again, a back-to-back, a little bit tough there from Finland and Sweden on that side, but Germany showed themselves quite well. They did so through 2 periods, but now in the third, not having enough of an offensive push is going to be the problem. As 12:35 left to go in the third. If you hear the barking Pekingese, I apologize. Again, a little bit early on these streams as it's sent in now off the back pass. That'll be an opportunity one more time for Sweden to get started for Anton Johansson. So the Johansson-Sandin Pelika line is out there right now. They'll leave it here for Axel, and they'll start again. They'll make the outstretched pass as this one will get knocked away from Liam Ogren, the captaincy. And Germany will be all spun and near the right side red line, just trying to locate this thing. It'll be Havelid now, off the rush. Again, there's a few of them, so I made sure I made that marker inside the goal scoring. As this is picked up, with 11:50 left to go in the third, Germany trying to get this out of their own end. This Havelid is able to just go ahead and kill some time as Biested located there for Ogren. Biested now and Ogren are going to combo play, but they lose it in between each other's skates. And now Germany try to take this one left to right. A little bit too far there for Loff, and this will go back. So Germany will have to start again. Gain across the red line. A good reverse hit near the bench as players come together off the push. And Sweden has it. They'll be able to take their time and do whatever the heck they want right now because they have a 3-goal advantage, and Germany's still not pressing as much as they think that they should. This is near the left side. Again, goal differential. It might be enough to get you in there. I mean, you could have a game against Latvia or whatever, or Austria or this side, but that's really all you can say. As this is sent back around. Turnaround shot stopped by Bittner. Rebound scores. And Sweden now up 4-0. A gigantic rebound. Bittner makes the save. Nothing he can do on the next one. And Stenberg, he might have the hats as this is wrapped around. He wasn't the first in that mix. But the rebound opportunity goes in the net. Germany down 4-0 now. And Stenberg, I think, has a hat trick. As this is Otto Stenberg. Nice pivot to get around a couple of German players. Send it out in front. Unger Sorum. Stenberg right there. Scores it. He's got the hat. So Unger Sorum with the primary. Stenberg with another opportunity. Enstrom. This gets stopped, so it should be Unger Sorum, Enstrom, and Stenberg. Stenberg with the tally. He's got a hat trick, and Sweden now up 4-0, probably looking where the score line should have been. A couple goals in this third. Good work here for Stenberg. No chance for Bittner to make the save. And the third line's come to play. And what do you know? That's kind of been the story for me in the other game that we did when it was Finland and Canada a couple days ago, because you had Nate Danielson on the other side, part of that third line, driving the play. So Stenberg from Enstrom and under Sorum at the 9:02 marker. When we get another ice break, I'll go ahead and mark that one down. 10:45 left to go in this third. Sweden's blown it open now, as you expected they probably would. It took a while, but they've started to get some conversions. How much more are we going to get? We might get some more because the penalty hand's up in the air for tripping. Sweden going to go to the box. 10:39 left to go in this third, and this is really going to get out of hand now. Whoever going to go to the box, and now this might be breaking the dam. So a stick got stuck on the official's leg, and then he was part of the play again, they're saying, and then it got a stick of the player as well. So tough call there for Germany. No chance to get out of the way, though, because it's in front of the referee, and one hat was thrown on the ice. They only saw one on that side, but yeah, hat trick for Stenberg. He'll take it. He'll be happy. But more importantly, take the 3 points in the standings. Wins are worth 3 on this side, not 2 like it is in the NHL. Weber called for tripping. Sweden on the power play one more time. They just converted. See if they can do it again. Make it 5-0. Here's a slap shot. This one goes high, as it just almost hit Bittner. But now 10:26 left to go in the third. We're almost at the halfway marker of regulation in this third. Here's another bomb. This one will get stopped. That was an absolute howitzer for Jonathan Likermaki as we get a stop. Again, looking like the Ovechkin side near the left side with the right-handed. That's what you like. And he absolutely let go a rocket against Sweden. Nothing wrong with the 1-Ts. And you know what? The one thing I've liked, they've not just been really hard and accurate. They've been lifted. They're not even just seeing 5-hole chances. They're going for the top left bar, top right bar. They're trying to score consistently. As this one is sent back up off the faceoff wing, a stick gets partially broken in half, and now Sweden might be able to actually play this thing with a 5-on-3 advantage, essentially with a broken stick. Here's a good save for Bittner as this one's sent back around. Look down the ice. We're at the halfway marker of the third. This is held down for Thielen, and waiting for Axel. So Axel, Sandin, Pellikka, they use the Vancouver pick to go to the Red Wings here, and that's what Sandin Pellikka is getting some time in the Swedish League, now playing for Team Sweden here in the World Juniors. Near the right side, turn to Bittner, big save. This is loose. Germany tries to get it out, and they do. Fire it all the way down here for Thielen. Look to start again, right to left. Again, Sweden's going to play Canada tomorrow. I'll have the game just before that. This will be Czechia in the United States. Another 2-game stand on the Friday side, and then we'll go back to 4 on Saturday. As this is sent in deep, Bittner is on his wallet, but Germany able to go ahead and find it. They'll flip this one down. It's a 1-on-1 off a short-handed. Try to drive this off the backhand, and this will be held by Thielen. 9:12 left to go in this third. As we're taking a look at Otto Stenberg here for the World Juniors. He's got 3 goals in this game. One near the right side dot, turns and shoots. Almost in the middle of the circles. Turn around 1-T in the middle of the circles. And then off of a big rebound in front. And the main thing for Stenberg on all 3 of those goals that you notice, 2 of them within the circles, 1 in a rebound within the circles. He hasn't had to pay the price to get into the open high danger areas. And he scored 3 times. Again, you got to make them count. So Steph, go ahead and try to take this draw here for Germany. Can't win it as it's 9:05 left to go here in this third. John Under with you from Gothenburg in Sweden. The host country's got a 4-0 lead over the Germans. This is a ride near the right side wall. Germany trying to keep this alive off the forehand. Keep this off of the Stenberg. Back out there right now. Can they get him 4? Again, the team has 4. Here's a turn shot. A great save for Bittner. He was way out of the goal crease near the right circle, but he robbed Beasted there. 8:47 left to go in the third. Nothing wrong with Matthias Bittner on this side. I think he's been excellent in goal, all things considered. Maybe 1 rebound that he would have liked to clean up, but what more can he do? His team is not pushing the other way. He's kept them in this game as much as possible. I said, now does Sweden, as the host country of the tourney, did they at least medal? 75% say yes, 25% say no. And again, if you look at that as far as the preliminaries, they dominate that, but in the medal rounds, they don't look very good. Again, that would lead to that. Something has got to give at some point, though. The narrative has got to change. So a defensive zone draw, that'll kill out the rest of Sweden's power play, but they did already score once in the power play in this third. Almost a misplay behind the cage will allow Hauf to get some puck possession, but Sweden able to cancel it off. Again, they've never lost to Germany here on this side of the World Juniors, as this is recollected near the right side wall, but Germany able to find it. Can't get it out of their zone, but they will just get across the blue line, brushed away with a stick, now near the right side dot. As Unger Sorum able to pin the man against the wall here. Recollected here for Germany. Pick this up off the backhand, just trying to keep it alive and use the strength to protect the puck. But Sweden all over this thing. Germany not doing a good job of moving this puck right now. They're kind of just carrying it in one-on-one, which is making it easier to defend. 37 shots to 15 as this is sent in. Germany now off with some changes. They're already near the players' bench. This is recollected. A stick is in the air. Here's a 2-on-L. Pettersson cross pass. And this one is stopped by Bittner with the left pad. My goodness. Now we get our ice break as the puck goes out of play after the save. 4-0. Stenberg's got a hat. So Sweden's going to take this game, but Bittner, he's going to get player of the game for me. I imagine he's going to get the TSO watch. Come right back.
The drink made from whatever was laying around, or the one made with your grizzly haul. Stock up today, sick well tomorrow. Drizzly.
Everything you see me do is made possible by what you don't see. We all have the strength to see what's possible. It's up to us to unlock it. Tony, be your strongest.
Yeah. Hey, that's work on Josh. How do you tomorrow? Tomorrow, I'm supposed to knock off their day. What?
He's gonna average like 34 points a game.
Big more, big less. It's that easy. Cash in on your sports fandom with Prize Picks.
National Prize Picks TFX is Saturday with the game of the week between the New York Riptide and Charles Rock. You can get 4 weekend points for 7 on TFX.
Party atmosphere. You're ready for their team the whole time.
They were tough too. I would have lost it 1 second. Back on the Lutz. Lutz trying to work that free. Knock it up.
Back underneath the action here, about 7:05 left to go in the third. Shot goes wide at Bittner's goal crease. 37 shots to 15. Sweden scored a couple goals in this third turnaround shoot again, and this one is stopped by Bittner with the glove hand up and on a play. 6:55 left to go in this third. It's been a couple goals on this side for Stenberg. Now there's a hat against Stenberg for Unger Sorum and Havelid, and then Stenberg from Edstrom and Unger Sorum. So again, third line kind of driving this a little bit on this side. It was kind of the way it was for me in the Canada-Finland game, with third line able to get that one done with Wood and Danielson. Kind of working the same way for Sweden. And they've got some tallies that they've wanted. Face-off win for Germany in their own end, but they turn it over. Keep this alive off the forehand now. About 6:45 left to go in this third. Again, there'll be no questions about who gets player of the game right now. I can tell you before even the TSO watches get handed off about 6:30, it's going to be Stenberg here for the hat trick, and it's going to be Bittner in the goal crease. This turnaround, this one gets shot high. This bounces back out in front off a one-timer, and this one will get blocked. I mean, no doubt, you're going to even have to do the celebrations in the anthem. I can already tell you that as far as this is done. There's 37 shots on goal to 15. Keep this alive off the forehand. Turn, and here's a pass. This goes off the wall. This will be recollected here for Hauf. Luca Hauf will fire this one down the ice. As this will be Havelid. This bounces in between his skates. And now Sweden can go right to left. They can do whatever they want right now. I felt like that was the case when I said it when it was 2-0 after 2. But this is really in the driver's seat right now for Sweden. They don't have to press or do anything else. Just don't give up any rushes. But the thing for Germany is even by the time they've been down by 2 goals, they haven't really tried to break out or force anything else. It's just been all defense. They can't even get in the zone as this is recollected. Here's a stretch pass and across the neutral zone that gets intercepted. Stick lift 1. Here's a rush. And a shot goes through Bittner's 5-hole. It's 5-0 Sweden. They are running away with it. 5:27. Oswald's going to get the rush, and it was a steal right into the neutral zone. And they were just talking about Sweden finding some goals and needing a way to get it done. I think Maki forced the steal. Yes, he did. And then once he played it in between his legs, he picked it back up. It was Maki and Oswald. Oswald gets the goal, and now Sweden up by 5. So they're up by 5 here, and they look pretty good. It was close to the 5-hole for Bittner, couldn't do it in time, and really no chance. Bittner's probably one that he could have had, honestly, of all the ones, but this game could have been a lot worse. And the German fans look quite sad, as I imagine that they would feel at this point. 38-15. As the shots on goal, Sweden all the way up in this one, 5-0. And that feel-good win over Finland, again, that's still part of it with the 3 points, but Sweden able to get their win. The most important thing now for Sweden is off the back-to-back, what are they going to do against Canada? Can they find a way to get this many finishes? Because they might have to. Off the rush, this one bounces, stays in play. And now we're in the final 5 minutes. This game has really been over, especially in this third period where they get 3 more tallies to Sweden. They had a goal apiece in the first 2. It looked close until it wasn't. When Sweden finally exploded, Maki on that side. Here's another chance. This goes off the left side of the crossbar as Sweden will turn and spin. They're trying to locate here as this is knocked away from Ungersorna. And now Germany tries to play this against the wall and across the red line. This will be picked off. Germany, I'd like to see them get a couple shots on goal. They've absolutely got canceled off in this third period. It looked like Sweden was biding their time. At least you can say that now in the second period, where they did outshoot Germany 7-6. They were being outshot for a long time in that second. But in the third, they said, you know what, we're just going to play our game and finish it off. And that's what they've done. So 4:05 left to go in this third. It's all formality at this point, but we will still finish this game off as this is recollected off the backhand. He picked up now here for the Germans. Again, this will finish off the final game of day 3. Again, this was the late game for me at 1:30, thankfully, but tomorrow won't be so bad. It's at 11. Well, it's not at 8:30 or 6 a.m. game. The 8:30 game for Finland and Canada, that was tough for me on that side. I won't lie, because I am a night owl, but still, we're going to cover the WJCs as this is picked up across the blue line side. Will be an opportunity to reset this here for Elias Pettersson. Gets turned over. Oswald's got it, and see if he shoots it. We'll make a stretch pass instead. He really should have shot that in the middle of the circles. Here's an odd man rush. Sweden has it. Allberg touch pass, and this one will go wide. Sweden almost had a 6-0 lead there as this is in across the red line. Picked up now. Grid move for Oswald, and his pass is picked off. So again, Germany can't sustain any pressure. They can't even pass this puck right now as this is recollected here for Oswald. Near the left side, sent back in here for Tom Olander. Put this to the defensive side. Again, Sweden's never lost to Germany, and this 5-0 is going to hold up there too, and those will continue this preliminary dominance. But again, when they get closer to the quarterfinals and the medal rounds, that's where Sweden doesn't look normally the same. Play the sticks too tight as this goes up into the bench now. Play. We'll get our whistle, get our stoppage. 2:39 left in the third. We'll close out the rest of it in a moment.
Hey, Utica. Hey, Utica. Hey, Utica. Hey, Utica. Come see the best players in the world at the Adirondack Bank Center April 3rd through 14th. Don't miss your chance to see reigning world champion Team USA defend its gold medal against the best teams from around the world. Get your tickets by through EmpireStateTickets.com or by calling 315-790-9072. The 2024 Women's World Championship. You don't want to miss it.
Are your headlights cloudy and oxidized, making your car look bad? Are they underperforming when you need them most? Cerakote's headlight restoration kit restores weathered headlights back to life new and keeps them that way for life. Stop wasting your time with solutions that don't last. Cerakote's kit includes everything you need to go from this to this. Simply wipe away oxidation, trim a light sand, and apply the ceramic coating. That's it. The true ceramic technology does the rest. Buy any of Cerakote's #1 selling ceramic products for under $20 at these leading retailers today. Our TSN decision desk led by Mike Johnson can chalk this up as a win for Sweden or Germany to drop their record against Sweden 0-24, 1-25 against Japan, 1-27 against Finland.
Yeah. They're getting closer than they've been. They have more good players. They got one win against the two countries just yesterday.
They gave the Russians all they could handle in the quarterfinals a few years ago in Edmonton of the World Junior.
That's good. Dancing around the whole time. You know what? They won't feel great. They battled hard. They were not as good as Sweden as they deserve the 500 lead they have. Take a day off tomorrow. Rest, recharge. Come back against Latvia and we can play for Latvia. We're not we avoid the U.S. on a crossover, right? And we haven't, Slovakia looks very good. We have a chance against Czechia, Slovakia, maybe Switzerland.
And a one-game shot,
It's not out of the question.
for the most part.
So 2:10 left to go in this third. We got all the goals typed up and caught up here. Let's just finish off this play-by-play as this is picked up across the red line now. Again, they're mentioning this in between the German side. They find a way to get the points against Latvia as they should. They could at least avoid the U.S. in the first round side, but that's what they want to do and give themselves a chance. Why not? That's what they mentioned here. As this is sent back around the inboards here, about $1:45 left to go in this third. The crowd is really up into this right now, clapping their hands. They're raising a 5-0 lead. We're in Gothenburg and Sweden, the host country, and the hosts are dominating here. As this is sent in, again, they have not conceded a goal in this tournament so far. They scored, I believe, 6 in their first game, 5 in the other game on that side. 6-0 victory over Latvia. So Latvia and Germany, a little bit of a soft portion of their group, but they'll be finishing this off with some tough ones. They got Canada tomorrow. It's not going to look like this, as this is blocked off the outstretch. Here comes Sweden again. It's 1-on-2. Pass middle slot, gets some reinforcements. Bittner able to close it out 5-hole. We'll see if Germany can just make a press as this is picked off. We're in the final minute. Sweden will send this one down here for Elias Pettersson. He'll take his time, and behind the cage and the Swedish fans should be taking the crowd noise home. That's what Gord Miller says on the TSN side. I think that's very classy here. They're enjoying this right now, as they should. 40 seconds left to go in the third, as this is picked up near the right side red line. Down to 35 seconds. Germany try to get it out. Here's a funnel chance. And toward big rebound. This one will go wide. Again, they had to cut back in for an almost goal. Pettersson sent this one across for the other side for Elias, and this is picked off. Germany. 15 seconds left to go in this game. Again, they did get a win over Finland. They go offsides. The crowd's so loud here they couldn't hear the whistle. This is a great arena here in Gothenburg. I agree on that side. Love the fans. I love the excitement. This is fully loaded here. They wanted to see their team dominate. They've scored 11 straight goals in this tournament. I understand it's Latvia and it's Germany, but you take the wins. You got to get the wins you can get. Get yourself as easy of a matchup as you can. It's going to be a gigantic game against Canada tomorrow. And Canada gets an opportunity for some of the other hosts to go ahead and watch and see what it was going to be like to play against them. But you know what? For Canada, I think this is going to be a press. Should be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. That's your final. 5-0. Sweden gets a dominating victory over Germany. They combine that with a 6-0 victory over Latvia. They've scored 11 straight goals. Their opponents not scored any. And for Germany, yeah, it's a tough loss, but you did beat Finland the other day 4-3 in their first game. So take it as it is on the chin, get some rest, come back and regroup when they play Latvia and see what happens here. They knock down the net, they rush into their goaltender Thielen, and they enjoy themselves here. Your final, it is a 5-0 win for Sweden over Germany. I'll see you tomorrow for the Czech Republic and the United States. Don't miss that one. It's going to be about 11:10 Eastern start. See you then. Peace.
Linus. Right. Back from Brandl. Get going again. World Juniors in full swing. Kids, they love it. They're out of school. Parents, not so much. That's why he's here. He's having a good time.
Playoff races are really, they're starting to get interesting. Now, there's a lot of runway left, but, the way teams are jockeying and some of the clusters, I mean, look at the Eastern Conference. It's starting to get interesting. It's a fun time of year.
It's razor thin.
Oh, it's crazy.
And there's so many teams you still can't figure out.
You can go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you tomorrow. It was a 5-0 victory over Germany for Sweden. And we'll see what happens for Czechia and the United States. I'll see you then. Peace.
Thanksgiving, and that was it. You were out. You were out. Done. See you next year. Enjoy your